What is up, FaZe, my man? How is it going? We're trying something new today. You may notice a little bit of quality change in the stream. We're actually on OBS Studio today, and I've actually tweaked some webcam settings and some other things that may be particularly easier on the eyes. So hopefully it's just an all-around better experience for everybody. So definitely let me know if there's some feedback in that regard. But nonetheless, how are we, guys? How are you guys doing today? We're dressed for success. We're wearing a collared shirt today. No, I figured, what the heck? I got my chores done around the house early, so when the wife gets home later, we won't have to do a whole lot of stuff. And said I might as well just get ready for the day, because at this point, when she gets home, wait a second, is my game updating? I'm keeping my Crowfall launcher up on the other monitor. So anyways, yeah, I'm not really sure what to expect right now. We're kind of just hanging out. We're hanging out to wait on the 5.6 to go live on official. So this is kind of your waiting room. Hopefully it'll go live while we're on stream. I'm planning to stream till about 3 p.m. Eastern time, which is about 4 hours. So there will be some breaks sporadically for me to eat some food, get some water, stretch, etc. So I just figured, what the heck, I'm done with what I need to do today, and let's have a good time with you guys. Okay. Excuse me. So I'm shuffling a lot more windows now with running it this way, but it's fine. If it gives me a better product, better production value, then I'm all for it. Definitely not gonna hate on that. Alright, this one's pretty cool. I was playing with this guy earlier this morning. Really enjoy this champion class so far. And this is actually what I'm going with. I know last night we were Templar, but I looked further into the tree, and Champion and Myrmidon are actually very close as far as what their tree specs are. And I can go into them with the half giant. So it just made sense from a specking perspective to do that. I keep checking. My Crowfall launcher keeps like twitching out over there. One thing I do want to do is I want to look at some disciplines, which I'm going to do that real fast while I've got a second, and see if there are thought I saw something in the dev tracker. Okay, I'm like refreshing constantly, guys, so bear with me. Bear with me. All right, so let's go over. I need to check real quick the database for disciplines, because I want to check and see what disciplines I want to be running on Champion. So there's several, from what people are telling me, that we need to be interested in. So let's see here. Adjudicator. I'm just going through and reading. Bard is one. Blade Master. No, I don't want that one. Champion. Aegis of Salvation. What's up, Skokie? Yeah, Infern. It's a test server. You can notice that little block that's kind of to the right, top right of my screen. That actually shows what server I'm on. So if you ever have a question about that, you can just look there until I can find a way to disable it. Not that I really care to right now. It's not a big deal. All right, so Destroyer looks like a decent one. Insanity. I'm reading these. Aegis of Salvation attacks, add barriers, and a heal. More tanky. Gain health based on rage. Frighten attack, reduce enemy damage, relentless, restore rage in combat. Man, this little Crowfall launcher keeps twitching over here. Golly, my watch is messed up. Every time I've been looking at it this morning, it says it's has so much percentage. Oops, sorry about that. And this is a new watch, and it's the first time it's ever messed up like this. And I really just want to shut it off and restart it, but I don't know how to do that. It's probably not a good thing, is it? Probably not, if I had to guess. Let's see if we can't find a way to shut it off. Actually, I'll tell you what, let's just turn on my phone. Skokie, what's up? Are you at work? I know you said you had to work today. Alright, so let's keep Destroyer in mind. Looks decent. Heading to work in half an hour. Okay, just joining us before. That's cool. Yeah, I think didn't you say 11 a.m. and then you work a long shift, I think. I remember you saying that last night. Just have your husband get your character started on the skill gain. Knife grinder. No. I don't know. I don't know what to go right now. Hopefully we'll be home by 11 p.m. tonight. Well, we'll see when you get home, Skokie. I won't be playing tonight, but yeah. Rune Carved Flesh. Reduce damage, reflect damage taken. Nothing else. Increase crit hit chance amount. Sample name. Oh, they've got another one they're gonna put in there. Sorry, I'm reading some stuff off stream, guys. It's really just all my disciplines. Which, by the way, does the camera quality look a lot better than what it has been? I feel like it's like tenfold better on my side. But I don't know how that translates to Twitch sometimes. It's iffy sometimes on how it translates. Okay, so I can't make up my mind here. It is good. Okay, is it better? Good is one thing. Is it better? Is it improvement, or is it worse? I don't really know what sort of disciplines to go. I think I just need to make some and go for it. Is great. Let's put it this way. Okay, put it this way. Tell me, Skokie. I feel like having some more tankiness would actually be really nice. So where's that one I was looking at? Destroyer. We're definitely going to try Destroyer. It was always really good. Thank you, Skokie. Appreciate the feedback. All right, so we're going to make Destroyer major discipline. I don't know what else we're going to do. Do I have ore? I do. Sweet. So we're going to mess around with my kit a bit and see kind of where we need to go moving forward. Also need to get my weapon discipline. And right now I'm using a two-handed axe. So it would be of a great axe. Which, by the way, great axe is kind of short for two-handed axe. There seems to be less shine. Well, that's good. I just took a shower a little while ago, so that may be part of it. What happens is, I typically don't put... I put lotion on my face every day. You guys should do the same to make sure it kind of helps your skin long term when you get old and shriveled up, like we all will one day. But I put lotion on every day, and sometimes before I stream, like I typically shower before I stream, just to kind of refresh and, you know, it relaxes me a bit. And I don't put lotion on, so I think what it does is my skin is trying to make up for that and it just produces oil to kind of help my skin. So there you go. All right, I need to find one more discipline real quick. Holy Avenger kind of sounds cool. I don't know how much it really pertains to us. Days, how are you? I take it you're off work today. Or you're either on break and we just caught you at a good time. Hopefully you're off work. You deserve a day off, man. You deserve a day off. Alright. Poisoner. That'd be nice to have a little dot. I'm on holiday from work at the moment. Been visiting with parents for 2 days. Just got home not long ago. Okay. Well, cool, man. Welcome back home. Hopefully you had a great visit with your parents. Hopefully they're doing well. Everybody's in good health. What's up, Top? Welcome in, man. I think Shield Breaker may not be bad. Guys, if you don't know, I'm actually looking at disciplines. I'm alt-tab from the game currently. That's why you can't see anything. Shield Breaker doesn't look bad. Cancel and punish, block and parry. That's like a solid little utility. We'll try it out. I don't know how useful it's going to be, like killing mobs, but we'll try it anyways. I just want to look at the kit and see kind of what we can do with it. See what all it gives as far as abilities and such. Guys, again, welcome in. Hope you guys had a great Thursday evening. Hopefully you're having a great Friday morning, Friday afternoon, depending on where you are, or evening. Alright, let's put that one, and now let's look at our passives. Lots more stuff to choose from. Let's clear the bar. Let's just start fresh. Some of these things we may or may not need, so let's just start fresh. All right, so I think leap is a given. You gotta have leap. That's kind of our one thing about this class I like is having that gap closer. Also, I do like vicious stomp because rend is pretty powerful. I'm gonna leave that in the 3 spot. This gives me a whirlwind. That's nice to have. What else? Bolster your combat prowess, increasing your health maximum by 17.5 for each point of... I want to see how that works, because I'm going to see how long that lasts, actually. It was supposed to happen yesterday, but then they dropped testing, so I hope it will roll out today. From what I understand, what Jackal said yesterday in game was that as long as everything went well on test overnight, it was stable, I guess, then they were going to roll it out today. That was the last I heard. I like this right here. This is a good little heal. So yeah, we should see it today. I'm pretty confident. Depends on what they consider going well. Well, I think it was more stability than anything else, to be 100% honest. This is actually, that's really strong. I like the utility. Huh. I'm going to test this out. I'm not sure if it'll stick. Again, I'm just testing some stuff today, guys. I like this by the way, that throwing. Alright, we need to try to use some of this kit, too. Crush an enemy. That's not really going to work much here. Because we're not going to be facing anything that's these two are great for PvP, I would imagine. Especially if champions being more of a utility aspect. What's up, cats? Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. Everybody seems to be doing all right this morning. I haven't heard anything otherwise. So I presume we're all doing well. Oh, this is about to get real hairy. Let's see. I'm using all my cooldowns right now. This is not very smart. So I've got my heals. That's good. I can't use it yet. It's unfortunate. trying to figure out how my hatred is increased. Is it damage I take, or is it damage I do, or is it a combination of the two? That's what I'm trying to figure out currently. Read this tooltip a little bit more. So yeah, I haven't quite figured out. Oh. Oops, that's the wrong one. So yeah, we'll see how that works. So yeah, guys, we've actually switched over to OBS Studio for the day. I got away from Streamlabs. I've been very disappointed with it, quite frankly. I like the idea of it, and I think in time it may be better. But so I was actually messing with options. That's why you guys see some things that may be a little bit different quality-wise. And actually, this uses a lot less CPU, which is perfect because now I'm getting a lot better FPS in game. So that helps too, as far as the quality production goes. Okay, which one? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this whole hatred system. OBS is way better. I know people say Streamlabs OBS is exactly the same, but it truly isn't. Streamlabs OBS is a great thing. I don't want to take away from that, but its CPU usage is pretty tough, from what I understand. It's a CPU hog, but it has everything you need right there under one. Instead of, like, currently I've got several windows up. What's up, Shady? Welcome in. Good to see you, man. When do you go on vacation, buddy? And by the way, how's LOA going? So yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with Studio for a bit too, and it gave me a chance to clean up some of my scenes. My Streamlabs OBS was getting a little bit clunky. Hey, Shady, thanks for the host, my dude. And again, welcome in. Alright, where's some more stuff to kill? We've killed all the... Where are all the boars at? I think they're back over by that tree, actually. Let's go kill some boars. Man, I've got my Crowfall launcher up on my other monitor, too. And it keeps flashing. I guess that's what it does. It randomly just refreshes to make sure there's no updates in the background. But it keeps freaking me out every time I see it. Decided to put the money aside for the move to Colorado. LA is going well, on the gold grind and waiting for official beta, or open beta. Gotcha. Combo power is not working properly. Some of the dev teams online. I may ask and see. I may see if they need some help testing it. Been playing a lot of Ultima lately. How's Crowfall? They playing on the open beta this year, I think, right? Yeah, soft release is supposed to be this year. I'm not sure what the plans are with open beta, truthfully. I just know that I enjoy it. But, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, for a pre-alpha, it's really good. Try your one button to leap, then leap again to gain dominance points. Okay. I will try that. Thank you, Top. Oh, I see where those are now. Okay. They're the little spikes on that. Noted. That's good to have going into a fight then. What builds them up? I haven't found out what builds them up. Is it certain abilities, or is that the only thing? Generating 4 rage if you hit. Applies Mortal Strike to all hit. What does Mortal Strike do? Which reduces the effectiveness of any healing that target receives by 25%. Wow. Then check your abilities as a crit with the use of dominance. So I guess, I mean, I'm trying to figure out, though, my dominant stacks to get Ultimate Warrior going. Or your hatred, rather, not dominance. Might want to slot your third passive as well. Ah, thank you. I always forget. I forgot about my passives. I was too busy looking at my skills. Thanks, cats. You guys are on top of it. It's like a disengage and a re-engage all in one. Shift 1 will give you 2 points. Yeah, okay, here's what I'm concerned about, or what I'm trying to figure out, though, guys. I got the dominance part of it now, after Top mentioned that. Actually, let's check some other things, too. Let's see, Shift 2 doesn't give me any. Those are from disciplines, so those aren't going to be specific towards my dominance. How do I produce hatred? Is that from like, enemies hitting me? Do I get that? Oh, this is Test Psychic. What's up, man? I'm just literally waiting. I roll with a clickbait title. You guys are gonna get mad at me. I'm sorry. I don't clickbait often, but when I do. Oh. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to figure out now, is the whole hatred thing. And how I get hatred. I feel like it's them hitting me, because when I have more mobs hitting me, I feel like I get a lot more hatred a lot quicker for my Shift 1. Yeah, I seen the title, I was like, oh, I gotta start training. About to mow the yard and take the kids outside. I did my mowing earlier, actually. Already done that. I'm surprised I'm not, like, swollen up like a freaking person that just got stung by a bee. I wear a mask when I mow because so many times, like, I inhale crap. And I've got allergies like probably every other human being. Thanks to our very well built homes now that doesn't let any outside air or particles inside. Basically makes it to where you're a lot more susceptible to allergies, which is fine, whatever. But yeah, I haven't taken my allergy medicine all week. I've just kind of been like, whatever, you know, I'm just gonna see what it does. Again, I don't know what that really does. It increases my... For how long? Is it insanity or making me angry? I feel like it's making me angry. I have yet to hit that Aegis of Salvation. I don't know if it's hard for me to, or what the deal is with it. I think it was insanity. Let's see. Did it give me insanity? Yeah. Okay. That's what it was. Cool. All right. I'm kind of done with that. I don't know that I need that. I may try to go for some more utility in that spot. This actually is nice. I was running that earlier. It's just the basic kit stuff. So I need to hit that Aegis of Salvation in order to apply the barrier, which, again, I don't feel like I've been hitting that before, so I don't know. But yeah, some of this stuff on this kit's actually really good for PvP. I need to remember my disciplines here. Shield Breaker and Destroyer seem to be pretty good utility, especially being in the middle of everything. So my plan, I guess you could say, for 5.6 is, and really just for the foreseeable future, I'm pretty much going to be a group PvPer and then probably just farming stuff. I'll obviously you'll have to solo PvP at times, but that won't be like the biggest concern. Which, by the way, Top, I'm going what am I trying to say? Stone gathering. And yeah, I'm gonna play half giant. I've changed my mind again. It's a shocker. Skokie, he's talking about. He asked earlier if anyone knows or have the bug for the combo powers not working properly. I don't know what that bug is, so. Alright, I'm gonna go test out this righteous, or Aegis of Righteousness now. Or Aegis of Salvation. There we go. Okay, finally. I think I just need to sit still. The problem is I'm moving too much. I think that's the issue. I actually need to hit my buff here to get my additional damage and healing. There we go. Just stacks twice, which is pretty cool. Yeah, mine do too. He was just asking earlier, and I think you saw his response to me. I was just asking him if he knew a way to replicate it, so I could do it for him if he needed me to. But he said he didn't have a replication technique. Let's check Discord real quick. Don't see anything. Don't see anything up yet. I've heard it only happens in close proximity to other players. Skokie, come out here if you got time. We'll see if we can't figure it out. Maybe try to figure out if we can help out the dev. I was actually in game yesterday. It's pretty funny. And there was just a Fae, I don't know what class, just a Fae running around, and it was a dev test 1, and we just like started jumping around. Like we just had like a little jumping party. It's pretty funny. Like sometimes you just gotta dance it out. He was super cool though. We were just talking, like, I asked him what he was up to, and I think he was testing the new sounds on the tree chopping, which I didn't even know they were doing. I can log in and check it out. Yeah, if you want to, Cats. I'm just out here outside the balance beachhead, as you can see. Just kind of working on some of this stuff, testing stuff. Getting used to the champion kit. All right, Cats. Yeah, let's see if we can break it for him. I really do like this. This is similar to the Templar, but more... You've got more mobility with this class, and I like it. I had the issue the other day, but I forgot to test it later on. Not sure if it was me or server lag. Who knows? Why did that one... That was weird. It didn't allow me to actually hit it that time. Alright, so my hatred is not doing anything. I actually need to get some food. I'm hungry. You don't want a half giant getting hangry now. I'm getting hungry in real life too. I had my first meal about an hour and 40 minutes ago. It's about time for my second one. I don't know what I want though. I may just go make like a little protein shake. Keep it simple, make a smoothie or something. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this hatred thing. It's like you only get so much hatred off of one mob, and then it's like you don't get any more, you know? Does that make sense? So it's like you can only gain so much hatred. It's really weird. It's all right, Skokie. We're not mad at you for going to work. All right. Ooh, that was a good lumber. Some good wood. And before, you know they have all the material on vendors. Where's Griven at when we need him? Griven's probably playing right now. Probably playing his Fey Druid, if I had to guess. We're going to get there eventually, guys. Don't worry. Don't you guys fret. I swear, man, Crowfall launcher keeps flashing at me like, I'm just baiting you over here. We're not actually live, but I'm just going to keep winking at you to make you think we are. All right. Top, did you figure out everything with your 70-second account, what you're gonna do with it now? You got it down, man? Oh, I broke my axe. Boo-hoo. Let's make a new one. Yeah, I think I'm sorted now. Nice. Yeah, I took some time this morning and just kind of laid everything out in front of me just to say, okay, what do we need to do? How do we need to do it? So, feel much better about where I've got a plan now. I think it's, matter of fact, I'll talk it through with you guys. We'll talk about my plan real quick, just to discuss something different and unique. So, let me actually get my spreadsheet up. That way I can speak with accuracy. This is the wrong one. You're doing my work for me right now, figuring the champ out, as that's what I will likely play. Okay, cool. So right now, my plan in profession to start is going to be combat basics. Obviously, you guys probably know that by now, and then exploration basics. But I'm going to go. We'll go more in depth. I'm gonna go armor and then plate. Which, by the way, I haven't really looked into plate much. I imagine that's what the champion's going to wear, right? It's plate. It'd be a little strange not for the champion not to have plate. 1 second. Just noticed something. Need to increase my chroma key filter. It gets a little wonky whenever I lean forward. Let's see. I'm trying to find the right balance still on this program, guys. I think what it is I don't have enough light on that section. Give me 1 second. There we go. That should be a little better. Put some more light on that section to kind of help it. Sorry, I'm just. So male. Yeah, that was my question actually. I had that kind of highlighted in orange to say, all right, we need to double check this. All right, so plate is not it. We want male. Noted. Let me change that real quick on my spreadsheet here. All right, so we're gonna go male there. That's cool. All right, so what do we have in the male tree then? I'll look into that in a bit. I'm not really worried about it. So we're going to go Combat Basics Armor Male. And then on the flip side, we're going to be going... Which, by the way, I can't remember, and this is something that I know has been discussed. Can we go into... What's up, Hunter? What's up, kid? Welcome in. Can we go... Combat Basics and Armor? I forget. Is that something? I guess let's try it. Let's select it and see. No. Okay, good. That kind of helps me focus on something. I thought that was the case. I just wanted to confirm that, and I just did. So good. All right, so then I'm going to be Exploration Basics, Excavation, and then Stone. And then race-wise, I'm going to go Mankind, Half Blood, Half Giant. Not seeing any issues with tray swapping. And then my secondary track. This kind of actually changes my... What was I going to do? I think I was going to go... Let me pull it up. Mankind. No, that's what I just said. I'm going to do Monster. And then probably go towards whichever one has the most, like... Probably strength attributes. Actually, more towards excavation, probably, or mining, or. I don't know. So yeah, I need to think about this one some more. And then down the class, obviously we're going to be going Fighter. I'm going to go Fighter, Barbarian, and then whichever I decide between Myrmidon or Champion at that time is what I'll go into. It'll take some time. And then I'm also going to go into Cleric because I'm going to have so many points put into Mankind and into Half Giant that I can probably play Cleric. I don't know. We'll see. I guess I kind of think... I think of these more as... How's the best way to say this? I think of these more as a... I have to be on that character to get those stats, but in reality, it doesn't affect me in that way. It's just the vessel that gets it. So I kind of have to change my thought process. So that may change some things as I go on. Maybe Mage isn't the best place to go. I don't know. Secondary, that's a good question. What do you guys think I should go secondary in the class tree? I'm going to be in Fighter already. Actually, probably Rogue. I'm probably not going to really do any of these now that I think about it. I'm not really digging a caster in this game at this time. But I think these three right here may be fun. Duelist may be kind of a down the road class that I play with. I had fun with that one last night. So, especially dual wielding pistols. I wish I could have tried that out last night. So actually, I'm going to change that. Let's go into Rogue here. And that way, if I want to go... crap, that's the thing. You got to commit to Duelist right away. I would say I'll probably go Mercenary then, just for the Ranger, because I know it's good. Just gonna leave that last one blank. It feels like they did something to make it look like the server isn't lagging when it is. The tray swapping you described in the combo issues are all things I've had trouble with when the latency was high. I've noticed kind of a delay too, Cats, on swapping trays. And that's gonna be critical, that work, because I feel like a lot of classes are gonna be dependent upon that. You know, like your druids, your assassins, your duelists, switching, you know, between stealth tray and all that stuff. Skokie, I thought you were leaving soon. How crucial is the exploration line? Well, I mean, define crucial. If you mean like, it depends on how you're gonna play it, you know. Yum. We'll just call you Yum. Yum, welcome into the stream. Welcome to the Yoko TV. Thank you so much for being here. I mean, when you say crucial, again, it's all dependent upon how you're gonna play. If you have like a crafter and you have people making mats for you, then, or getting mats for you, then it doesn't really matter. That was a lag. I don't know why I couldn't hit that. It's weird. So it's all just indicative of how you're gonna play, Hunter. Take Dominator and eminently punchable for your minor disciplines. I may check out that eminently punchable. Oh, oh, okay. Actually, we'll do that real quick. Minor disciplines. I don't have any ore, do I? Nope. Let's farm some ore real quick. Like, they moved a lot of what goes on to client side. What in the world? And everything looks smooth, but in reality are way behind. Yeah, so it sounds like they just need to increase the speed in which the server talks to client, or the user. Yeah, I guess server talks to client. That was an accurate statement. I kind of confused myself there for a second. All right, let's check those two real quick. I feel like I need a little pick-me-up, a little soda or something. And then what was the other one? Eminently punchable. What a great name, by the way. I have a punchable face, right? So exploration is only necessary for harvesting the mats. Yes, that's correct, Hunter. That's the primary focus of that tree. This is going to be interesting. I don't know. Strength is going to be the way to go or what? Now, let's equip these and see what we can do with them. Earn a point of dominance whenever you score a critical hit with a primary attack. That's what we need right there. We need that. I don't really care about that. What was the other one? Eminently punchable. Is that what that comes from? Where does it come from? Hit me. Gain resource on enemy hit. Oh, it's that one. Okay. I don't think we need that. I haven't been like rage hungry yet. Maybe because of that passive, but let's try something different. Hunter, if you guys are gonna play Chaos, man, like one of you guys should be committed to just like PvP crafting, and the other couple should be focused on gathering. You really should kind of like be in pairs, to be honest, and like make sure the gathering that one person is doing is gonna help the crafting of another. And if you have two pairs like that, depending on what you guys are running, you should be okay. Just my 2 cents, though. I may run downstairs and grab a quick snack real quick, guys. And grab something to drink. I'm almost out of water anyways, so refill my water bottle. And keep going. My computer is running so much more smooth on OBS. Like, I'm using 3% CPU, 3 to 5%, whereas before it was like 17 to 20. And my FPS has been so much better. Like, just not even close, honestly. So, all right, let's come up here real fast. We'll take a quick break. Let me run downstairs. I'm gonna get a pack of crackers and some Coke Zero. The rage meter is what I'm trying to figure out currently. Okay. Well, let's check it. We're gonna check see if we get Reese or Starved in just a second. Be right back, guys. All right. Sorry about that. Needed to catch a quick snack so I can keep going. Any news yet on the patch? Have they made any sort of comments? All right. Here we go. All right, so let's continue to challenge this rage bar. Ty, what's up, buddy? You want to come say hi? Get the stream doge in here. Oh, sorry about that. Bumping all sorts of stuff. Come here. Come on, say hi. Come on. Oh. Look. Don't. You're licking them. You're licking their ears. That's the microphone. See, I'm a good boy, guys. I really am. I think I'm gonna do a Doge stream. With all your doggy friends tuning in, Ty, if you doing a Doge stream. Huh? What's up? You just want some attention. Yeah. Take that UT shirt off. Go Gators. Forget the Gators, man. I hate the Florida Gators. Vol for life, baby. Vol for life. Season ticket holder. The Vols are my team, man. All right, let's continue on. I don't hate you guys as much as I hate Alabama, though. So there's that. I think he bumped my mic. He got like he slobbered all over my mic. I don't know if you guys could hear that when he touched it. He gave it almost like a lick, but it was with his nose. He was giving the microphone an Eskimo kiss. Oh, goodness gracious. Y'all going to be any good this year? No, we're going to be terrible. And sadly, this is the worst you guys are going to be for a long time. Dan Mullen's a great coach. You guys are going to be solid in about 2 years whenever he gets his players in there. I mean, the SEC East has been the laughingstock of the SEC. So I think that we're going to see, outside of probably Alabama being dominant, I think we're going to see a swing to the East here in the next probably 5 years. I'm at work. I'm going to play 5.6. Yeah, we want to play 5.6 too. We're just on the test server. Yeah. Yeah, once you guys rebuild this year, Hunter, you guys are going to be really good. There's no doubt in my mind. We, however, have not had any sort of development in the last, 9 years. With 5 with Butch, and then I think Dooley's here 3 or 4 maybe. And then Kiffin. Kiffin would have been fine had he stuck around. But he clearly didn't. Pretty pumped about the Mullen hire. Yeah. Yeah, you guys hit a home run there. Beard, are you physically at work or you're working from home? Because you work from home, so just put Crowfall up on one of your 19,000 monitors. And, yeah, just look at it. I work from home most of the time, and I'm doing a lot of project work and stuff. Gotcha. I'm going to ask this dev if let's actually see who's in here. Looks like he left. I was going to ask Dev Test 4 when they were expecting to roll out 5.6 if he could even say anything. By the way, Beard, have you seen the new streaming platform called Caffeine? I saw it yesterday for the first time. I didn't really dive into it though. You've not? Okay. I don't really know. The reason I asked, I was going to see if you knew what they were offering outside of other stuff. I mean, their thing is, you don't have to be partnered to make money. That's their selling point, I feel like. Which, I'm sorry, but you're just not going to get the same traffic on a secondary website like that. You know, it's just, I don't know. They're going to have to wow big money, and big money is going to have to be thrown into the mix in order for that to work, in my opinion. Just saying. course, you know, being a Twitch affiliate or Twitch in general, like partner or affiliate, I don't think you can stream on other platforms. I think it's a breach of contract. Like, you can't multi-stream is what I'm saying. But see, I don't understand that because, granted, they probably have deals. Like ESL, for example, streaming Counter-Strike. You know, do they must have deals to where they can multi-stream because they're literally on every streaming platform whenever they host an event or something. But obviously, a little bit different there because they can work deals. They have backing. They bring something to the table, whereas, like, I really don't bring anything to the table. At least not yet. What am I seeing on a Friday morning? It's not a Friday morning, Hook. It's actually Friday afternoon. It's 12:07 in the afternoon, Hook. You see your boy. The man. The myth. The legend. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Jeez. How dare you come in here and misspeak like that? I gotta say, I'm liking Pro Dioko with the collar. You like the collar? I just didn't want to put on another shirt and have to, like, wash it later. So I was like, I'm gonna be wearing a collared shirt later because we're going to dinner with friends tonight. Which, by the way, they're the friends who are gonna help me create the Dioko or morning coffee with Dioko mugs. So I'm gonna be working on that today. Hopefully, we'll have a timeline. We can start putting some things in motion, and we can start getting those out to people that want them. So yeah, if it had a Gator emblem on it instead of that UT garbage, hey, listen, I haven't been trashing your school. Don't trash mine. We're gonna go hard. We're gonna go hard on these rhythm guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Get in here. Get in here tight. Get in here tight. Yeah, just the way I like it, baby. Just the way I like it. So much better, man. So much better. I mean, I've already told you how bad we're gonna be. Of course, I think we play. You guys play us at home this year. Not that it's gonna help, but I'll be at the game. Like I said, we've got season tickets. My family or my wife, that's where she got her PhD from, and we've all been UT fans our whole lives. So. Well, it's not even that if like we're good or you guys are good. It's like if it's gonna just be a good game, you know. But unfortunately, it might be a decent game this year to watch. I think this transfer that we're getting from is it Washington? I think it's Washington. The quarterback we're getting from Washington. If he's any good, I think we may be decent on offense. If he's not very good, we're not going to be very good. If Garantano plays, we're going to be in trouble. I'll try and rather for that. Yeah, man. Hey, if you do, seriously, Hunter, holler at me. We'll tailgate for sure, Borowski. For sure, for sure. And if I have an extra ticket, I may be able to get you in on that. I don't know. Our tickets are going to be highly sought after this year. Our extra ones will probably be given away to close friends and family or customers pretty quick. So, yeah, man. But yeah, we could definitely tailgate, hang out. I used to live in Knoxville, so I can tell you all the cool places. Like, if you come up and make a weekend out of it, I can tell you all the places like to stay, to eat. Lots of good food in Knoxville, man. Lots of great craft breweries. Just it's a great atmosphere, truthfully. When I eventually get to the States, I want to experience an NFL game. Maybe I'll just go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, the Super Bowl's pretty darn expensive. Trying to think what the best experience for you would be if you're talking NFL here. Oh, that was some lag. Just go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, you don't want to go to the Super Bowl because here's the thing. Half of the people in the stadium aren't really fans. They're just like either really rich people that buy tickets every year or they don't really care about the game. So you want to experience a good fan base. I'm trying to think who would be the best. It really just, honestly, you want my honest opinion? This would be a straight culture shock for someone from Europe. Go to a Bills game for your first NFL game and go tailgate in the parking lot outside the stadium. You will absolutely die when you see some of the stuff they do. And Hook might be able to... Hook probably knows what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, you want to find 4 to 5 awesome friends, get the largest TVs you can and enjoy it. The Bills games are actually nuts. Yeah, if you did a Patriots Steelers game, that game, and did it either one, Pittsburgh would actually be really fun because Pittsburgh's fans are bonkers, and that's a beautiful city. It's just a great little city. I've been there one time. I didn't have a chance to like stay for an extended period, but I think we're going to try to go back at some point, maybe this year, later this year. Yeah, the Bills, the Bills in Miami. That's actually a pretty good rivalry right there. I couldn't wear my Denver jersey inside the stadium because I couldn't handle the heckling, dude. And I mean, just Google search Bills Mafia. That's all you need to know, man. Like the stuff they do with those plastic tables is nuts. It was actually pretty funny. The Bills played the Jaguars in the wild card round of the playoffs this last year, and the Jaguars, the city of Jacksonville banned the purchasing of plastic tables if you had an out of town or out of state rather driver's license. So you had to have a Florida's driver's license in order to buy a plastic table in Jacksonville the weekend that the Bills played the Jaguars in the playoffs. 100%. Like one of the craziest things I've ever heard. I just wish they would like make, in the SEC, I wish they would make, go ahead and just make alcohol sales inside the stadium legal, because so many kids get absolutely hammered before they go in games. You just see a lot of times people just getting pulled out of the stands because they're so drunk they can't stand up because they just drink so much. And if you would allow sale of alcohol inside the stadium, you wouldn't have that issue as much. You know, people would actually say, look, we don't have to get hammered before we go in this game because we can go in and have a beer. Like, that makes a lot more sense than saying, oh, let's not sell alcohol and just drag these people out of these stadiums because they can't walk. Yeah, I know West Virginia does it. There's a few that do it. And even West Virginia, they said it was really bad before, and they said after they started selling alcohol in the stadiums, they had so much less drama over that stuff. And I was like, well, yeah, it makes perfect sense. You know, not to mention, people take flasks in anyways. How's the game? This is the first I watched. Falson, it's good. We're waiting on 5.6, the new patch to drop, which is actually going to wipe everything. So yeah, I've been playing it for about 9 or 10 days. I really enjoy it. It's got pretty much everything I like. It's got PvP. The combat system is unique. It's not really something I've played. It may be kind of like other systems, but I personally like it. I enjoy it, and the crafting is absolutely in depth in the gathering. Skill tree's nuts. The cool thing about this game, and people compare it to EVE Online. I haven't really played much EVE Online, so I can't comment on that comparison. But you actually gain skill while you're offline. You don't actually have to be on to physically gain skill. Now, to actually physically craft and gather, yes, you have to be online. Plus the cube would be crazy. Yeah, exactly. That's true, Type Giza. No, it's not. It's probably more like 16 to 20 ounces for like $8, $9. They generate a lot of money, that's for sure. Yeah. It's much more than a board chopping simulator, despite what you see on streams. Listen, cats. Listen. I've been learning the game. Goodness gracious. So rude. You know how them Tennessee boys are. Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. Ooh! I know Hunter's used that one a couple times. When we do ECAC playoffs for hockey at Lake Placid, concessions are like 3 times what I've ever paid anywhere else. Don't they have, like... I think they can only charge so much for alcohol, though. I think it's, like, governed by state law. I think. I may be completely wrong. You know what? I feel like right now I need to get rid of my little 5 ability and try to mix it with something more useful currently. I feel like Leap is going to be enough to kind of help me close the gap. I don't really think I need this throw hurl bat. Not in Indiana. Yeah, exactly. How are you getting a free Friday off? I don't work a lot of Fridays. I'll work next Friday because we don't work Monday. I work 4/10s typically. So, but there's a lot of Fridays I actually work from home, even though our guys aren't working. But right now I've got us loaded up with work, so my job is a lot less stressful right now. What Rage is giving me? I think you have to use it to, like, that uses Vicious Stomp uses Rage. Whirling Blades or Whirling Pain, Massive Cleaves uses Rage. Basically, yeah, that generates 4 Rage, by the way. We're gonna try that for a bit. Gives us another button to mash. Crowfall, can you quit toying with my heart? I'm gonna get you with my axe. Let's go. We should have helped Cats take Brookhurst. We're terrible, terrible friends. Oops. See, like that. Ren's gonna use Rage. I mean, there's a couple different ways I can see to play this, and it's where you basically are Rage use heavy or minimal Rage use, but more heavy on the support spells. So like you're focusing more on your dominance, your hatred, and like locking down the opponent. So that's kind of my way of seeing this champion being played so far. Which actually to me is not bad. I kind of like it, to be honest. So the pass that gives 1.5 is worth slotting. Yeah, I mean if you're rage starved, yes, but I've not been rage starved yet. Falson, thank you so much for the follow, man. Welcome to the Yoka TV, and hope you enjoy your stay, man. Feel free to get in on the conversation if we can help you in any way. If you want to know more about Crowfall, feel free to do so. The link down below is to, or the banner to Crowfall down below is to their website. It's not a referral link, so I'm not getting anything from that. It's just a way for you to have access to it. I would definitely consider looking into it though. If you, I mean, the game, the art style is very good, and just go research it, man. Go to their YouTube, go to Crowfall's YouTube, and just watch some stuff. Learn about some of the dev team. 40-something person dev team currently. A lot of the experience comes from Ultima Online, Shadowbane. What else? Some other major games that you've probably heard of. So really talented and really experienced group of individuals that I think, you know, is going to make sure this game is done right, truthfully. So there you go. Hopefully that helps, man. And again, welcome. SWG, that's right. Yep. And you've got SWTORs in there too. I know Gordon worked on SWTOR. I've been playing Albion. It looks like a 3D version of that. Talk to Hook. If Hook is probably your guy. Hook played Albion as well. I played it very briefly. That wasn't really my thing. I couldn't get into the fact that I was A, so far behind, and B, I had to play at certain times of the month and grind for months before I could ever be effective. What's up, Border King? Is it worth the $50 price tag? It's a great question. It depends if you have expendable income first and foremost. I would say it is, because right now in the pre-alpha, it's incredibly... I'm gonna use the word polished. There's obviously always gonna be bugs, but for a pre-alpha, we're not sitting here playing with stickmen and you know, very poor quality graphics and all that stuff. You're actually, if you buy in sooner, you're gonna get more stuff out of you're gonna get more bang for your buck, is what it boils down to. So if you buy in now, you're gonna get some just some perks, whereas those perks are gonna slowly drop off over time. What's up, Jeffy? Welcome in. Yeah, hype, man. Come on, let's get Arts and Crafts to go ahead and release this patch for us. You know. Again, guys, couple new faces. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. We're just kind of chilling. We had some time off today. We got what we needed to get done. Now it's just a matter of let's play some games. I've got till about, whoa, there's a little lag there. My FPS is slowly dropping off of here. We're going to be gaming until about 3 p.m. Eastern time, which is about 2.5 more hours. Oh, Hook, I'm in a smaller guild. I rarely get it on the super competitive stuff. Honestly, you're going to like this crafting system a lot more than Albion 2, in my opinion. The crafting system here is so in-depth. I hate that Skoki's not here now. Cats can probably explain more about the crafting, and as well as Top Gisa. But this is just, this game overall, it's got something for everybody. Yeah, it's really like laggy over here around this adventure zone. Yeah, it is much more interactive. It's not just literally click a button, craft. You actually can put thought into how you craft, as far as what stats you're putting stuff into. It's not a blind RNG. You kind of control the RNG to a degree. Not necessarily the actual roll itself, but you control like where to focus your RNG, I guess, is probably the better way to say it. If only I could control the RNG, right? Yeah. I mean, in a way you do, but also you don't at the same time. Crafting has so many variables. Through experimentation and combination of resources, you can craft unique items. That made little sense. What made little sense? Yeah, I was being vague with it. Of course, Hook. In 5.5, I was testing with some jewel crafting. Made 2 rings back to back. One roll of amazing success at first and final step. The other was moderate the whole time through. The double amazing had 10 times the stats. Yeah, it's open PvP, full loot. So you've got your backpack, which is fully lootable. All the stuff on your paper doll here cannot be looted. Okay, so that's going to stay on there. So that's good because all the hard work that you've put into building up your gear is going to stay there. But maybe if you come out here and start farming some of these resources and die, players are able to take that. And suppose you have higher gathering skills than them, it's actually a big thing for that player to have been able to loot you, because it may have taken them triple the time to gather what you gathered. So yeah, there's a risk reward. There's a huge need for play with a group. You don't have to be the biggest guild, but if you have a guild or a crew with that has a purpose, you're gonna be much better off than if you just try to play by yourself. So, you know, I am affiliated with LFG. That's Lion Forge Guild. There's a link below to our recruitment, whatchamacallit, forum post. So if you're looking for a guild, that's down below. Feel free to. What's my second major discipline? I am running Shieldbreaker, which is really just it's a PvP thing. I was just messing around with the kit to see what all it had, looking at the tooltips a little more close, or a little more in depth. So you know your personal island, and I'll be on this game. You create your eternal kingdom, and you add buildings, land parcels. You connect your kit. What's only this campaign, Hunter? I think looting inventories is always going to be a thing, though. Is it not? Pretty sure it's always going to be a thing where you can loot other people's inventories, regardless of the campaign. I think the fundamental rule set's going to stay the same. Lunch is over. Got to bounce. Thanks for the info. Falson, thank you so much again, man, for stopping by. Take care. Have a great rest of your Friday. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. If you're in the States, enjoy your Monday off. I think they talked about having lower risk campaigns with lower resources for the Care Bears. That's right. You did kind of explain that, Hook. You're right. You're right. Whatever. Who's going to play those? Nobody's going to play those. There's no Care Bears in this world. Kappa. We need our own Kappa mode. Well, hopefully in the next few patches they'll start to implement some of those more advanced. I know you guys are really loving this red glow I've got, so let me make, which I'm going to get away from this dang area because I'm getting some FPS lag here. Is that not knotwood? That's oak wood. Do I have knotwood? Bingo. Jeff types faster than I do. Get wrecked, nerd. He's been waiting his whole life for this one moment. Try Rune Scarred Gladiator. Okay, Top. I'll do it real quick. Give me 1 second. I think I need one ore. Let's pop this band-aid real quick. Come on, 5.6. Let's go. Rune Scarred Gladiator. Alright, let's see what we got here. Max Rage plus 10. Reduce damage taken, reflect. Yeah, I actually saw this one. I actually really liked it for a lot of reasons. So yeah. There's nothing here. It doesn't give me any passives. Okay, cool. Because I'm running, I don't have passive slots anymore, so that's good. So Rune Carved Flesh. actually sounds like a decent ability. I actually want to try it over Aegis of Salvation. That seems really bugged to me. I'm not getting that second hit. So, for some reason, we'll put Ringcar Flesh in there. Sacrifice 500 health to increase crit hit chance by 5% and crit hit damage. That's kind of like a... That's not really what I'm going for right now. I'm going for more of the tankiness and like... I'm not going like an all-out blow my rage type build. I had the same issue with Aegis. Maybe we should report that. Did you report it? I should probably do the same. Let's kill these Spideys. What's the best way to report like an ability not doing what it's supposed to do? Submitting a video? Because I mean, we've got plenty of that. All right, let's test it out. Let's see what we got. There we go. Let's get that reflect in. You probably shouldn't stun them after you put your reflect on, you big dummy. Probably not the smartest thing to do. I have not seen that conal animation or graphic on these spiders before. Is that new? That was not happening on live a few days ago. Made myself some more staves. Got one with all amazing on damage. Nice, Cats. Cats, you can't make a main hand gun, can you? Me and Skokie were chatting about that, trying to get that done for... I was trying to test it out on my duelist last night. So yeah, I don't feel rage starved at all, and I think you can see that top. The attack might have been happening, but now they have fancy telegraphs to make it more obvious. And I think it's necessary because, like, yeah, I saw it happening. Like I saw the fast hands or whatever, fast claws, I guess you could say. I just wasn't seeing that animation, but I like that animation. I think it's necessary. Granted, I think the other way makes it a little bit more experience based, to where you have to like have the experience of fighting that mob to know, hey, don't stand in that, or just don't be a big dum-dum. So yeah, that's kind of my thought there. So any recent news on 5.6? Anybody heard anything yet? What in the... We got a freaking flying spider monkey out here. Only have woodworking trained currently. I just got a test 2 days ago. Okay. Yeah, my test had been bugged pretty much the entire time until late on Wednesday night. I was finally able to get into it. But I had been bugged since Sunday morning, so I missed a significant chunk of time trying stuff out on test, which is unfortunate because I was having to stream live content. Not that it was detrimental in any way. We kind of used it to make some videos and stuff, which we'll be back with more of those. Probably maybe Sunday morning. I don't know. I'm probably not going to try to cram one in tomorrow. I just really want to take the time to explore 5.6 in all its beauty tomorrow. And so yeah, I don't want to fill the agenda with having to do stuff, because we're going to be busy working up our characters, farming, probably getting stream sniped, and all that good stuff. So yeah, we want to make sure we have plenty of time to get stream sniped and frustrated from people stream sniping us. You just cheated. You just turned mid animation, you big jerk. No, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time. 5.6 adds large mountains and the Fey race. I think we all know what you're obligated to do. Is that Griven's second account, guys? Next, you're going to tell me, Jeffy, to make a Fey Druid. Griven has been wearing me out the last 3 days about making a Fey Druid. The guaranteed crit you get with the consumption of dominance on your skills is improved with a 10% crit damage from nothing to lose. Okay, so I'm gaining more rage with that because now I've got stacking buffs for my crit. Is that kind of what we're getting at here, Top? You guys are living vicariously through me. It's like, hey, I'm actually going to backseat game here, which I'm completely okay with, by the way. I'm not saying this to complain. You guys are having me test things live for you, which I love it. It's teamwork, guys. Teamwork makes the dream work. Who stream snipes these days? I have no idea, Hunter. I have no idea. I'll be honest, wasn't too impressed with Fate. Yeah, but this is the first iteration, so give it some time. You know, it'll grow on you. I'm sure they'll introduce some things that are pretty cool with it. The animations will only get better. I mean, they've had a lot more time to work with some of the other races. Come on, give me some apples. I'm trying to make an apple pie over here using my mother's recipe. Stream work. Stream work makes the dream work. I like it. I'll go work on that copyright real quick. Or trademark. I know the glide thing just feels like a gimmick. Their basic dodge is decent, but I hate that they don't get Trailblazer. The good thing is, again, and I'm going to go back to this, we're in pre-alpha, so a lot of this stuff is still unfinished, and it's going to just continue to get better. They've built a good system that you can expand upon that's kind of in tune with more of updated engine mechanics, like with character movement, and I think over time you're going to just continue to see them build upon that, which is good. 10% crit damage bonus to a guaranteed crit is a no-brainer in my opinion. That's as long as you can afford the 500 health loss. Oh, you're talking about the buff. I mean, it's not a bad thing to start the fight out with that because you're going to gain a lot of hatred within the first, like, 10 seconds of the fight from my testing so far. And you can recoup that 500 health pretty easily. Now, it's not going to be something you're going to want to try to sustain doing, but we can test it for a bit, actually. Is this new Duber art? Looks like the resources have more animation when they fall. What the heck is Duber? Let's see. Dubers are the thing on the ground. I've never heard somebody call it a Duber. Alright, so we want to try this one. Let's check it. It's Artcraft's word, not mine. Oh, okay. That's actually a funny word. I've never heard it, so... Duber. I'm just going to start using Duber every stream and just see how many people can be like, why does he keep using this phrase Duber? It's tilting me. You know? I feel like that's a tilt word, easily. What increases attack speed? There is no attack speed increase. Really? Is that normal? Or do we get that from the skill tree? That is actually the official wording. That's pretty crazy. Should stop by Onrez's Duber Shack. I hear that guy's pretty good vendor on EK. I feel like that's your own EK. And I feel like it's about to have nothing on it here in the next couple hours. Let's try disengaging, re-engaging. I kind of feel like, to Katz's point earlier regarding the UI being a little bit laggy, I feel like skill presses, too, are a little laggy. Is that overall how it's always been, or is that kind of just lately? What is ult? Is Ultimate Warrior my shift 1? It is. I'm just going to reflect this and see what it does. Okay, he still hurts. I want to see how that did. Reflection-wise. Just lately, it was pretty responsive in earlier builds. Okay. Good. I think if they can get that responsiveness like locked in a little more, it's going to be pretty solid. I feel like right now it's just a hair laggy. That's good to know about that. Tried to use that bandage and it just disappeared. Did you guys see that? I hit 5 as soon as I switched trays. Somebody clip that. Can somebody clip that real quick and show how I switched to survival tray? Tried to hit the bandage and it disappeared from my bag.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out.
So yeah, I feel like if responsiveness steps up a hair, it's going to be really good. Because right now I think, from my basic understanding of the system, I feel like it's really good. I like the reticle aspect of it. I think it adds some skill to it that you don't typically see. You just, in most MMOs, you just target and then press the button and it automatically rolls the RNG for hit or miss. This actually adds the skill component. Which, I know we've got critical hit damage, but can you... I need to look further into this before I sound like an idiot. How much are there, like, I guess where I'm getting at, like dodges, is the only dodge your active dodge, or can you is there like an RNG for, or a roll for dodging normally? Does that make sense? Like, so if I go into my armor, is there going to be some dodge nodes, like parry nodes, or is it all active? Like, you have to actively block with a shield, you have to actively dodge with your default right click, because that I think would actually be really good if it was all active mitigation, as opposed to all active crit is a roll, of course. You mean dodge? All active dodge is a roll? Is that what you mean? I know you have, like, armor mitigation, which is one thing, but I'm talking, like, when you talk active mitigation, as far as, like, dodging, parrying, blocking, that's actually the only modifiers we have that I've seen are, like, crit hit modifiers. Your dodge isn't even an iframe, which I think it should be. What do you mean by iframe, Kat? Sorry for the ignorance. All it is useful for is mobility. I mean, if somebody's going to hit an ability on me, though, and they load it up and swing at me, if I dodge, they don't hit me, right? Or no? Is that not how it works? I feel like that's how it should work. I guess that's my point. I love these in-depth conversations we have on the stream from time to time. Invulnerability frame. Oh, okay, most action combat games let you negate a hit if you're dodging. Gotcha. So you're saying... Thank you for clarifying that for me. Appreciate it. This one's just changing your position. Some stuff is telegraphed or has a long animation and you use it to move out of the way faster. It's a lot more than saying a sidestep or something like in WoW with a dodge. Yeah, and that's kind of what I was getting at, where you have the roll for dodge, parry, block if you're like a tank. That was my point. That's what I was getting at. Was it, do you have that roll, or is it more of you have to use like abilities such as a block with a shield on like a knight, or the Templar has the right click that allows them to basically use their sword to parry and then retaliate, or parry and then what's the word I'm looking for? I guess retaliate's probably close to it, even though it's not a retaliation ability. It's all on the player. Good. I like that. I actually really do, because it, especially in PvP, it forces you to have some knowledge of the other class to know like what you're seeing come out of them in terms of animation. Nope, that was misclick. Yeah, I'm not really getting rage starved at all here, top. It's actually pretty good. I'm gonna have to make sure I get back into the habit of looting things when I hop back over to when it goes live. Okay, it didn't do it that time. However, it didn't let me heal. Doesn't show the debuff. So again, there's some bugs there with the bandage on the survival tray when you switch. Well, all PvP kind of predicting what your opponent is going to do next and countering it. Yeah, sure, but what I'm saying is, in a game like this, you're not going to get lucky and randomly have a dodge in a critical moment. Jay Storm, thanks for the 15 bits, man. And thanks for contributing to the conversation today, homie. That's my point. So, like in a WoW, you know, you just jack up a certain stat to give you, say, 60% to dodge, and, you know, you rolling down the street with it. Jeffy the Wise, thanks so much, man, for hanging out today. And again, thank you for the follow. And welcome to the Oakwood TV. Hope you enjoy your stay. Guys, if you don't already know, we do have a Discord below. I've mentioned it a lot. I'm just trying to, I guess, broaden our horizons and our depth of the community. We talk about a lot of different stuff. We've got like a community pictures channel that I oftentimes put pictures in there. A lot of the other members put pets, children, just stuff that interests them. Maybe if you've got a hobby of painting stuff, or maybe you like collecting guns. I don't know. That's a place to do all that. So if it's something that interests you, that's down below. It's not all about gaming all the time. Obviously, there's a large portion of it that is gaming related. But it's really just an opportunity for us to kind of get to know each other more, have a place to talk. Maybe you can, you've got Discord on your phone, and you bored, you got some time to kill, you hop in there, you talk for a few minutes while you're, I don't know, waiting to get your oil changed or something. You should eat. Yeah, I just got it. The damage mitigation in Crowfall comes from upgraded armor and by training skills to increase its effectiveness. Yeah, and I like that. I mean, that's the passive mitigation that I think is necessary in every game. But I'm talking more the active mitigation that you can really control. I don't know why I did that. Let's go chop some more trees. I need some more stiff. I actually make some wood grub, but I do have. Hang on a second. I don't have any animal meat. Unfortunate. I hate champion whirlwind ability. It's so slow. Compared to doesn't the Myrmidon have one? I guess compared to that, it's pretty slow. I still haven't figured out Myrmidon yet. I'm gonna spend some time on that later, but I'm committed to champion now for 5.6. I've made up my mind as of this morning. After Hunter gave me crap about rolling a Templar, even though he's not even gonna be on the same faction as me to start. What a joke. No, I like this class better though. I like the ability to move and the mobility it gives. Plus, you can build it more. You can kind of build it like a Templar, to be honest, with your disciplines. So that's something I've kind of grown accustomed to and like and appreciate about this this class. Champ is fun. Kind of feels like a WWE wrestler to me. That's a great point. That's funny. I haven't heard that yet. That's awesome. I'm gonna name mine The Rock. Back when The Rock used to wrestle. Can you smell what the rock is cooking? Say that every time I kill somebody. Hey, thanks, Top. Appreciate it, buddy. I'm going to keep on keeping on, man. Unfortunately, I won't be able to stream 6 days a week like I have been. It's going to get back down to 4. I may get a 5th one here, like on this Friday. I'm going to start trying to mix in some Friday streams like this. So it seems like, let's see, I haven't even checked the viewer count. How are we doing? 19? That's not bad. That's actually, I mean, that's just as good on the evening streams. So yeah, I mean, if this is going to be a standard, I will be more than happy to fire up the stream the Fridays I have off. That is completely okay with me. I'd probably do it Friday mornings a little earlier, but I don't know. This is... Let's see, my wife starts teaching summer classes in late June. By the way, she goes on a week not a week vacation. She goes on a week-long work trip. Hey, 10 more bits from Jay Storn. Thanks, man. She goes on a week-long, like week and a half long work trip, actually, in the middle of June. So we'll have a week there where we can do some stuff. I'm actually trying to plan a stream, like a major stream, on like the Saturday of that time frame. I want to do a charity stream where all like proceeds go to a charity of our choosing. So I'm trying to work some angles on that. We briefly touched on it last night, but I don't want to give away anything without first knowing what we're going to do. I'm not saying we're going to be like some of the big streamers and raise, you know, $10,000, but it would just be cool for us to have our own part in charity, you know. That's my thought. Kind of help the less fortunate out and those who may be in unfortunate circumstances that may or may not be able to control. I think it's important. Every little bit helps, man. I hope it comes together. Yep, I've just got to I've got to get everything planned, and we'll see. We'll see. So it would be a Saturday. It'd be an all-day event on Saturday. Probably like a 7 a.m. start to like a 10 p.m. finish. So that would be what, 13 hours? No, 15 hours. It'd be a 15-hour stream. Yeah, it'd be something like that. Kind of similar to like our LAN that we've done. Man, I'm gonna have to get somebody to come over and game with me to do that though. That's gonna be tough to do by myself. Start using this reflect a little more. It needs to be pretty much any time it's off cooldown, it needs to be used. Just helps tremendously. Alright. Yeah, I'm kind of piecing together some combos here that I'm starting to like, I think. There we go. That's actually really good. Lower the armor. Yeah, we're getting the hang of it now, guys. Depending on what day you do it, I can play with you as long as I have the game you're playing. Oh, we'll play Crowfall, most likely. I'm not one that really switches around between games a whole lot. If there's a lot of stuff we can do in Crowfall, I think we could do it just fine. You know, we may change it just a bit periodically, depending on what's going to get some more numbers. Because, I mean, that's the thing with charity streams. You just want people passing through to click on it and be like, hey, what's he giving away money for, you know? But we'll figure it out. I've got some ideas that I think we can make really cool. But again, it's going to take some coordination with others. I'll keep you guys posted. Don't worry. All right, let's check Crowfall Discord right now. Seems like a good time to do it. You can die a lot of times and need a few new sets of armor in 15 hours. Are you saying that means I can craft? Is that what you're getting at? All right. Nothing yet on. Let's check the forum real fast. See what's going on here. I don't see anything going on really. Nothing crazy. Yeah, I'll definitely have to get my crafter homies to load me up with the gear for that sort of stream if I play a lot. We can just run around and like capture forts all day. No, like I said, we'll find ways for it to be interesting. No worries. .28 FPS. It's tough. Craft, PvP, win or die, rinse, repeat. I love when I do that. I go like start taking my my rune stone axe and like trying to bash these mobs. What I do think would be really cool eventually is if they made like little battlegrounds where you could challenge guilds, kind of like old school Guild Wars. I feel like that'd be really cool if that's a thing. Maybe even in like EKs, like you have like a home and away, like so. Maybe you do a best 2 out of 3, and then if it's tied after that, you do some sort of like neutral map. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know how possible any of this stuff is. I just like coming up with new ideas. They have talked about EK versus EK during Kickstart. That'd be cool. So like you design the path in which the opposing faction tries to take over your EK, and then after that, then you go to their EK, and if it's tied, then you go to a neutral like battleground that would be, everybody would know what it is, and you compete there for round 3 to see who wins, you know? Yeah, guild versus, exactly. Pretty much a guild versus guild. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for. Exactly my point, man. Alright, so I don't want to go where it's super laggy, but these guys are starting to seem pretty easy. I'll tell you what, let's go to, I think we've got Brookhurst. Cats, do we have Brookhurst? Is that the only one we've got? Look at say, we can go try somewhere else if y'all want to. Maybe try to cap something. Let's see how many players are online, actually. Oops, let's not go back. 7 currently. Skoki's still in here. I think she went to work, though. Yeah, we still have it? Okay. Which, by the way, I don't know how they look on the map, so you may have to like tell me which ones. I'm building it up right now. Is Brookhurst this one over here? Is that Brookhurst? I know we've got Fort. What is this one? I don't know what this one is. This one might be Brookhurst. Is that one Blackmire? That may be Blackmire. I feel like that one's Blackmire. Let's see what Cats tells me. Cats, give me the info. Brookhurst is directly north of the keep. Ganelin. Okay. So, so it's actually up here. I actually don't have Brookhurst discovered yet. Hey, 20 more bits from JStorm. JStorm, man, seriously, dude, appreciate the love and support, my man, with the bits you've given me the last couple days. Super awesome of you, man. Super gracious, and can't thank you enough for sure. All right, let me go fill up my cup one more time with some more soda to keep me going. I'll be right back. I just died. Really? Rip. I didn't think I'd... Okay, I was way too close to that stone. Oh well. Whatever. It actually is the best of plans, believe it or not. Alright. We got some dark chocolate covered almonds. My favorite. My go-to. I didn't realize I was that close to the Hellcat spawn. That's a rip. Oh well. What do you do? Alright, so let's head to Brookhurst. Yep, I know that, Yum. We're on test. I don't really care. Yeah, I knew that though, for sure. That's also why I'm not looting anything either. I don't see any gaming companies send me GDPR emails yet, but my inbox has been getting slammed. What changed? I don't even know what changed. I saw Origin PC did, by the way. That's technically a gaming company. Of course, do they have to comply if they're not based in the United States? I don't know. You have to make it obvious how to unsub, stop getting emails, and they have to tell you how they'll use your info. I mean, we all know how they're going to use our info. They're going to sell it. That's a given. That's the best, like, somewhat healthy, somewhat has protein, sweet treat. I think you'll find. Those were dark chocolate covered almonds. U.S. companies that have European customers have to comply, technically. Right. So, but if it's a European company with U.S. customers, do they have to comply? Because I guess they would have to if they have a business license in the state of, or in the United States. Well, you say by default, but do they really though? I don't know. It's a lot easier to punish companies that are in the States than it is companies that are outside the States. I saw Twitter going crazy on it yesterday, but honestly, maybe I just didn't really look at it. Crap, I forgot to text my wife back. Hold, please. Yeah, maybe I just didn't really notice them or didn't really care to, but I didn't see many yesterday. The only thing I saw was Origin. And maybe like Facebook? I don't even remember, to be honest. So Dauntless is blowing up, huh? I just checked Discord. I got a little key for that. I paid $5 to a guy to get a key for that game back when they were trying to blow it up. I think we need to go like northeast. Let me check the map. The map's really laggy to me, so I'm trying to refrain from opening it. Okay. So, yeah, kind of northeast. Yeah, we'll just head northeast. We'll run for a bit and see where that gets us. I subbed to someone the other night to get a free beta key. You did? To Dauntless? I thought it was open beta. Is it not an open beta? Did you sub to Lazy Rico? Because that's who I sub to. Like, he went from like 250 subs. J Storm with more bits, my dude. Thanks so much for the 40, homie. He went from like 250 to 300 subs to like 700 in a couple weeks. That's all that dude did was play Dauntless for like 12 hours a day. It was actually unbelievable. What do bits actually give you? 1 penny per bit is what they give me. So 100 bits is $1. It basically cuts out. It cuts out like. Here's the thing. I'm gonna kind of tell you guys how Twitch works. So like revenue from subs, bits, and all that stuff it takes 60 days to get paid. So I was the first time. You have to have $100 in your account before you can cash out, and it does it automatically. But let's see, 60 days ago, as of May 30th or so, will be my first like official cash out, so to speak. So yeah, it does take a lot to make money. Yeah, but when you have 50,000 subs or something, it can pay off. Well, first of all, I don't have 50,000. I have 53, which is incredible. And I'm thankful for each and every one of you guys. But yeah, you definitely, if you're making that kind of money, you need to basically be running a company. You need to have, you know, somebody managing your finances. Yeah, you got to start somewhere for sure. I don't think I will ever be a full-time streamer. Not because I don't want to be. I think it would be incredibly fun. And assuming the hours I could stream were conducive to a good lifestyle, I think it would be incredible. But I help run a small business, a family business. And so, you know, I've got to work within those parameters. But again, I think it would be fun, and maybe one day when I get a little more, what's the word? Not experience, but when I get some more experience in the company to where I don't have to be there every second of the day, you know? But still, even then, it's a long shot. In my ideal world, speaking of business, guys, give me 1 second. This guy never calls me, so 1 second. why not take a business phone call right in the middle of stream, guys? Yeah, so I was still on the phone. That was actually a guy who is responsible for all of the construction on a pipeline company, and we just did a huge project for them. That was literally the biggest project and most successful project I have gotten since I've been working in the industry. So when he calls you, answer. Doesn't matter what you're doing, you answer the phone. So anyways, there are just certain customers that, and you guys in business know what I'm talking about. When certain person calls you, answer. Doesn't matter what you're doing. So part of what I do is a service industry. All right, so I don't know why I came here. I actually kind of want to build let's see if I can build a better axe since we're here now. I don't think I could do an advanced axe, so we'll just do, I need a metal billet, which comes from the intermediate crafting station. So anyways, guys, yeah, sorry about that. Weapon, I need, let's get some legendary ore here. Do you have blacksmithing trained? No, I don't. We're just gonna roll with it though, cause YOLO. Do you cat? You don't cats because you couldn't make the guns, right? Oops, that was a flawed. So this is what, for some of you guys who don't know, this is a flawed assembly. I want successful so that I get a legendary. See, get a legendary metal billet. Jay Storn again with the 30. My dude, you're just wearing me out. Just killing me with kindness, man. Thank you so much for the support. Flawed, I know, right? What's gonna stink is when we get to live and it's like we don't have access to all these mats. And it's gonna be like, no, we actually have to craft again. Aha, so they charge me $1.40 for 100 bits, and that's where they make cash, so you can have 100% of the actual donation. That's correct. And guys, truthfully, to be honest with you, I actually didn't know until yesterday. If you wouldn't rather pay that, you can pay it towards just a regular donation. The donation link is below. It's just different because you can get rewarded for free for watching advertisements. So that Twitch is going to make their money there, and you can give the bits that way. But if you're like going to donate just straight money, I would honestly say like just donate, okay, or sub. You know, if you want to sub and support monthly, do that. If you want to donate a large lump sum, then I would suggest doing it in donation because that's going to allow me to use it for things in the present as opposed to waiting 60 days to get it. You know what I mean? What's that, J Storm? What you got? I wish actually that first little shot they show there, this is actually nice. I haven't seen this before. Wow. I'm gonna look into that later. Sometimes bits go on sale, otherwise PayPal is better for supporting streamers. Absolutely, Jeffy. Or Venmo. Yeah. Yeah, so the $10 subscription actually gets you this emote right there, which is what up, my dude. So when does 5.6 go live? Hell Glazer, hopefully any minute now. So yeah, any minute now, we hope. But I had the Windows to stream today, and I was gonna wait and see if 5.6 went live, and I was like, why don't we just stream anyways, you know? Dang, I worked today. Sorry, man. Do I just patch or have to re-download the whole thing? You'll just patch it. It's not. This is not LOA hook. I need to get partner status so I stop hiding emotes on tier 2. And right, Jeffy? For real, man. I don't even have a tier 3 emote because that's a $25 subscription. The first person to do a $25 sub will have the input on what they want. So, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Let's get back on track here. I need to get some ethereal dust. Ooh, a contest? No, I didn't say it was a contest. You'll have your input. Yeah, you can if you wanna be the first $25 sub. Actually, I wouldn't. Here's the thing: I wouldn't mind having some more Crowfall specific graphics. So if there's anybody out there that can do some stuff like that, and you want to help the stream, I would be more than happy to. Is that not basic or is that intermediate? It's not basic, so I gotta make a basic axe. What the heck? Where'd you guys get those? Oh, those are yours? Oh, okay, cool. Those are nice. Diocro. Someone said this yesterday. I like Chromunity, and I like my Chromies. What up, my Chromies? You know? I know it kind of sounds weird, but I kind of like it. You guys are like, dude, this guy's really weird. I'm just going to click the X button on his stream now. I don't think I'll ever watch him again. Whatever. That's great. I like the coffee. Yeah, well, we do morning coffee with Dioko, so that's where that one came from. Nice. We were successful on that one, too. Good. Blair math. What is that? Yeah, I like to make the emotes something that's specific to the stream that we say a lot or we talk about a lot. So I say my dude, like what up my dude? I say that a lot, so it only made sense to have that. Unfortunately, it's just hidden in tier 2. Blair math, what is that? We ask ourselves that every day. There you go. Oh, that's not a sword, John. Derp. Success. We were successful, guys. Look at those points. Alright. Did we want these in damage? I think we wanted these in damage, right? Pretty sure we wanted them in damage. It's Thomas Blair, the developer. Okay. Oh, I got you. That makes sense, Yum. Sheen? Really? It's a weapon. I thought Sheen is... I don't know what Sheen is. Yeah, I thought damage over Sheen too for weapons. Okay, that's what I thought too. That's what Skokie told me yesterday, or someday. Oh snap! And we go one at a time. Come on, give me great success, moderate success. Sheen is like stat modifiers. It's alright, J-Storm. I can't wait to start crafting the stuff that takes like 2 days. And you like have to leave. Guys, I gotta sit here and watch this craft for 2 days. What's up, Revo? Welcome in. Doing great, man. How are you this afternoon? It's not morning. It's not morning. We don't sleep till noon every day, bro. I'm kidding. My wife just sent me a picture of her. She's the youngest person at this little fellowship. Hold on a second. She's the youngest person at this little fellowship where she's kind of learning more things about teaching. She's a professor, college professor. And she just sent me a picture. Said she, quote-unquote, graduated. Interesting, unique. No, I'm on Eastern time. Yum. Morning in the West Coast, best coast. That's all right. I'm just giving you a hard time. Just made a bunch of the basics and intermediate parts and 100% rolled the lot of them. Nice. I'm going to go test it out. I've got intermediate armor. Which, by the way, does... I would imagine blacksmithing does mill armor too, right? It's kind of weird. There's not... I feel like there needs to be a break in these games where, like in World of Warcraft, leatherworking makes leather and mail. But I feel like you need to have a skill that does mail, you know? It just seems more logical. Maybe it's just me. Call me crazy. I don't know. I mean, I know I'm crazy. No doubt, but... Oh, what's up, cats? I was like, who is beaming me? These guys are definitely harder. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Oh, snap. That was just hitting a button. A blind button. It's never good. Especially when it takes damage from you. Got a kite for a second here. I meant to hit my soak. It's alright. I got cats over here. My druid friend hooking it up like a tow truck. I'm dead. I'm dead. Dead, fam. Alright, so will I not I think cats can res me in a second. I'll just wait here for a second. Well, I mean, I'd imagine there would be a tailor, right, for cloth. At least I hope cats can res me. Cats, can you res me? Yeah, well, yeah, you'll have to rely on other crafters for sure. I mean, that's kind of that's the theme, I guess, is what I was looking for. He can revive you, I'm sure. Yeah, that's why I'm sitting here waiting. That's why I'm not releasing yet. They plan on adding a cloth tier of armor. Leather has already feels flimsy enough. Yeah, they do. From my understanding, yes. Soft hide is what you'll use for that. I believe, cats. I believe. Everybody send your energy to cats. Bird is the word. That's the word. Hey, Hell Glazer, thanks so much for the follow, man. Welcome to the Oko TV. Hope you enjoy your stay. Alright, let's group up. You want to just run around and kill stuff, cats, or what do you want to do? What you want? What you want to do, though? Just killing some dang cats. Alright. Holy smokes. That was a combination of lag and lag. More bits! Oh my gosh, my cuppeth overfloweth. Jay Storm, man, he's grinding the ads today. Guys, if you didn't know, you can click the triangle in chat down below. That's how Jay Storm, I think, gets most of his. He may buy some too. I don't know. But you can get bits for free by watching some ads. So just click the triangle down by the chat box where you would typically type in and follow the prompt there to get bits. And that should help you. I buy them very rarely. So you just farm them watching ads? That's nuts, man. I need to get on this this ad watching train. That's incredible, man. I'm not doing a good job of using my armor smash prior to. Now that I got a healer, I can actually use my increase in my buff, the one that saps health from me. These guys do hurt, by the way. And they don't really take a lot of damage with the mouse button, left mouse button. All right, we're going that way, cats. Let's go this way. I'm good with that. I'm down. So what is everybody rolling in 5.6? Oh, this is where me and Skokie died. Or we died to Risen yesterday, so we gotta be careful. But Cats is not a noob healer like I was. Chaos High Elf? Nice. Don't kill me, GG, okay? Don't kill me. Just love me. Love me if you see me, okay? We'll have a cup of tea out in the wilderness together. Double Jump Duelist. Nice. I think once 5.6 launches, I may go Human Templar and start exploring that class for the weekend. Yeah, like, I'm not really gonna be exploring. I'm gonna be, like, going hard in the paint, or at least trying to. And try to be... I'm gonna try to be the best champion I can possibly be. That's my plan. Oh, yeah. This is a really good fight now. Let's go. Wish I had Whirling Pain now. Holy smokes. What the heck? Cats! What are you doing? Killing me, Smalls. Big ol' healing rain here. Nice. I'll most likely be Druid or Cleric after it's all said and done. Cleric's a nice class. I'm gonna be champion in Merm. That's what you'll see me be playing a lot on stream, I think. I took your healing orbs. Cats was putting that for themselves, and I was like, nope, they're mine. I want them. Give me all your orbs. All your orbs belong to me. I've always been a healer. It's what I enjoy. I like being in the middle of the action. Like, I played every tank class in WoW. That's kind of my thing. So I like to be a little tanky. I like to have the self-heal ability. Templar was pretty good. I didn't like the lack of mobility after testing the champion a bit further today. I've tested the Myrmidon, but before today, I haven't really tested the champion much. I tanked for BC through LK, then went heals up to Legion. I healed back in Draenor, and that was the only time I healed. I was actually a monk healer, which was interesting. It's probably the best way to say that. I've really got to start using my 2 first, man. It's just going to help my damage tenfold. Need to eat some more. I don't have any axes either. I don't play WoW anymore. Well, I lie. In Mist, I was a monk, Windwalker, and did arenas up to 2650. Nice. I'll do a very short stint of BFA, most likely. depending on the state of this game. My wife was my healer. Nice. My wife does not game, so I've tried to talk her into it, but you know, it's just something she's never done. She didn't grow up around it like I did, and so she doesn't see the need to game. I would just rather game than watch TV, unless it's a sporting event. I pretty much, at nights, I don't stream. I watch the Braves play. It says it's too addictive. I mean, here's the thing. Everybody's got to have their outlet, and if you don't have an outlet, like, you're literally just kind of setting yourself. I don't know what I'm doing. I've got wood. I don't want to talk about it. Let's not talk about it, please. Thank you. You got to have an outlet to kind of blow off steam, to get your mind off the I'm not going to say struggles, but just like the stresses of the real world. And if you don't have an outlet, it's going to be only a certain amount of time before you just get driven mad because you don't have a way to blow off steam. And that's where you see people get depressed because they're constantly in a whirlwind of stress. And you got to have balance in your life. I'm not saying you need to play games 30 hours in 2 days to be your form of stress relief. But, you know, if you're gaming a few hours every couple days, there's nothing wrong with that. The biggest thing is just balance. Where'd you go, cats? There you are. So keep that in mind, guys. Everything you do, whether it's work, food, adult beverages, everything in moderation. That's the best way to live a healthy lifestyle. Make sure you mix exercising in there too. Exercising is a great thing for everybody. I took a couple years off of working out because I was forced to for so many years. I didn't want to work out, period. And I got up to, I think my weight was, which I'm not a big guy, so when I say this weight, you guys will be like, oh, it's not very big at all. I got up to 185, but that was the heaviest I'd ever been by about 5 to 8 pounds, even back when I was lifting a lot and whatnot. And I started working out, and like for about this time last year, no, about a year and a half ago now, I started working out pretty heavily, and just love it now. It's just a great stress relief for me, personally. Totally agree with Dioko. That's why I'm going balance next campaign. Riva, nice little segue into that one. Pretty good. So what's the plan? Do you go on the stream till 5.6 drops? I'm gonna stream till like 3 o'clock my time, which is another hour and a half. I've got to go get my son from daycare, so yeah. I've still got one more errand I've got to do, and I was saving it until I went out to go get him. I got to go mail something back to Amazon for my wife. So I'm going to do that, and then I was hoping 5.6 would drop while I was streaming. That was kind of my goal. But if we don't get it in the next hour and a half, I guess I won't be streaming it, unfortunately. So she comes home tonight. I'm going to be spending time with her, unfortunately. I'm going to get on and get my skill set. I may be messing around with my laptop downstairs, but I'm not going to make it a priority to stream or play 5.6 tonight. Again, guys, that whole moderation thing we were just talking about. I've played a lot of games the last 3 weeks. I've been grinding on the stream and the gaming. I want to make sure that I kind of put the family first for a couple days this weekend, long weekend. We're going to make sure we get some quality time. However, we will be streaming tomorrow morning, and we will be streaming Sunday morning. Monday is unsure yet. May stream Monday morning too, actually, with it being a holiday. 40 bits from J-Storm once again, just wearing me out, killing me with kindness over here. Thank you again. So yeah, that's kind of my plan, guys, for the next few days. If I can finagle a Monday morning stream, which I might be able to be honest. I'm not gonna ask till probably like Sunday evening. I think we're supposed to go to a baseball game Sunday night. it's kind of what we talked about. So as long as the wife's feeling content with the time we spend together as a family, she probably won't have anything against it, because she's probably gonna be doing stuff Monday morning anyways. So, and I'll just watch our son. We'll just hang out here and play video games. So that's it. Oh man, if we had a Skinner right now and this was live, we'd be getting some hide like crazy. Good for you. My wife works third shift, so I want to spend time with her. I have to stay up all night. My mom worked third shift when I was going through school, or like middle school, high school. I rarely saw her at times. So I know that struggle. But she made good money doing it, so it was worth it, I guess. Yo, what's up, Free Freezer? Welcome in, man. Man, the whole squad is here today, guys. I am pumped. Oh, snap. I hit that a little bit too late. That's that little input lag we talked about. Like, right when I hit it, they were running away. Dang. Very grumpy during the day. When she's up, doesn't count to me. Yeah. No, you definitely want to be spending quality time, and that's the one thing I got to work on. I got to be in the moment. Sometimes streaming's been one of those things where I put a lot of effort in everything I do. I want to be good at what I do. It's just my natural tendency, and like yours, I'm sure. And so I put a lot of thought into things, and a lot of times she's like, "Hello, you there?" Like, because sometimes I'm like lost in like thought or like my phone, depending on if I'm talking to some people in Discord. So I gotta do a better job of disconnecting while we're doing family time, just to make sure that the quality time's there, and it's not just, you're not just being a warm body, you know what I mean? So that's important. Sorry, I didn't mean to get off on that tangent, but that's just kind of my thoughts on family time. What's the highest ranked tree you found?
It was a level 77 warrior tree. It was the hardest one I've ever fought in my life. It was incredible. You should have seen the loot. It was amazing.
Probably, I don't really remember, but I think I would say an oak, like an oak tree maybe. Is Harry Potter the one that has the weeping willows? Is that, am I thinking right? I don't know why I said that, whatever. Let me get some more food, or some more apples. Any rank 10s? No, I have not seen any. No, but to be honest, like, I've been doing like just necessary gathering. I haven't really been going after certain things, because on live it was just kind of like I was more trying to learn the game from the combat standpoint, and a lot of people hooked me up with a lot of different materials, so I was able to learn the crafting that way. Gathering seems pretty basic to me. Now obviously the skill tree for gathering is complex, but I'm guilty of being on my phone, keeping on my Twitter and stuff, and being a warm body at times. So I want to work on that too. Yeah, guys, and again, here's the thing. Love languages are a thing. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, people feel accepted and appreciated in different ways. I think there's quality time, there's physical touch, there's gifts, I feel like there's 5, and I can't remember the other 2. Because my wife's is quality time. So that's the one I have to worry about more than anything. So that's what I'm saying. I got to work on being better so that she'll be better when it comes time for me to play games. Let's see. Yeah, what is the highest? I thought the highest was just like 5. Am I wrong? Let's do this. I don't have my whirlwind up yet. I wish you could see the timer on your... There we go. That's what I wanted to hit. I wish you could see the timer on your combos at times. It'd be really nice. I gotta have it soon. I gotta have it soon. There we go. Got it. Just keep me healed. I feel like we're dominating these. When they add in seasons, day and night gathering will be time-based, as we'll get less and less nothing being able to be gathered by winter. Yep. That's going to be 5.7 though, right? You can. There are little circles above the bar. What are we talking about? Little circles above the bar. Did I miss something? What's up, Jay Fauci? Jay Fauché? Jay Fauché? That's how you say it. Just like that. Jay Fauché? Yeah, I know. I need to eat. I keep hacking wood every time I get a chance. I'm assuming there's high-ranked trees here in this new adventure zone. Let's go test it. Yeah, it's supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to be about. Need a skin to get meat and cook it up will be much better. It will, but I don't have... I do have the means. Don't get me wrong, but... yeah, I don't know. I'm just being lazy, let's be honest. Can we be honest for a second? Just understand I'm being lazy. Cat, you don't have... Or Cats, you don't have any, like, meat, do you? If you let it go, take damage. I know, I know. You can just buy meat from the vendor in the fort, right? I have no idea what you're talking about, Cats. There's no such thing. You just made that up just to make me look like a fool. Kappa. We'll go get some meat later. It's fine. So we know the time, or did they say today? They said today. I thought it was going to be sooner than later because they said we're going to let it sit overnight, meaning the 5.6 on the test server. And so I was expecting it to be tonight, or today. Good gosh, tonight. You guys have got me all confused. I was expecting it to be like earlier in the day. Yeah, I'd imagine it'll be probably later. I was just kind of hoping we'd get it while I was streaming. Again, I'm streaming for another like hour and 15 minutes. So. Gosh, quit running away. It's so annoying. Rank 9 oak. Yeah, so hopefully we'll see it soon, guys. I'd love to see it before I got off. If it came out in like 15 minutes, it'd be perfect. Give us an hour on live before we had to get off. It'd be excellent. I get everything started, get all my skills going, and all that jazz. See the timer above the melee tray? That's the timer for combo CD. Oh, I just realized it. Jay Fauché coming in hot with the info. Thank you so much. I actually did not notice that until you just said it. So I get really excited about that, and I hope you guys are cool with that. It's just kind of what I do. Noted. That's... You gonna stream later as well, or just now? No, you just missed it. I was just explaining this. I'm gonna be spending time with my wife. I haven't seen my wife since Monday morning. She's been literally gone for like almost the last 3 weeks. The only time we've had together was last weekend. And so I'm going to be spending time with her and my son. And we're going to dinner with some friends. So, guys, here's my thing, and I'm gonna be completely transparent with you guys. Streaming is not my life. I use it as an outlet to take my mind off of things that I do. I use it to connect with you. And while I would love for streaming to be full-time, I feel like it would take away from the feel of the stream if I was doing this full-time, okay? While I appreciate all the support and the subs and all that stuff, it's truly not why I stream. Why I stream is to, again, grow community, get to know some people, make a difference in some people's lives, because I've seen it firsthand. People have been impactful for me watching them do something. Maybe they have a great message. I don't know. My walk of life may help somebody. And so I like to stream to be able to say, you know what, here's what I've done in my life. If somebody comes in with a problem, or suppose somebody's dealing with something and they need to talk to somebody, I want them to feel comfortable to talk to me, you know? Or not necessarily in stream, but maybe like privately on Discord. So again, that's kind of my method, so to speak, for streaming. And again, if I was doing this for money, my attitude might change. I would be looking at things the wrong way. Cats, can we just go back to the freaking fort now? I'm just going to go get meat. I'm tired of being hungry. I'm tired of chopping trees. I'm just over it, okay? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Anyways. If you're going to full-time stream, you need to really enjoy it. It's a lot of work to really get into it. It's a lot of work to get a stream started, too. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I mean, you've got to constantly stay fresh. You got to stay motivated. You've got to stay energetic. And that's why I say, like, if I were to stream 6 days a week full time, this will become a job to me. And I don't want it to be a job. I want it to be a hobby. I want it to be something that, in a year from now, we can say, yeah, you know, we've got a community of a couple hundred people, and we can get on, we can hang out, we can go do things as a community. We can enjoy it, and it doesn't feel like a job. It doesn't feel like something I have to do. It's something I want to do because I enjoy it, you know? So, that's my thought. That is my thought, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, 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 oh. These cats want you. Cats. See what I did there? Didn't. Shh. I wanted to support my gaming and be my gaming fund. Yeah, that's a great way to think about it, too. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick breather, quick break here. I may call my wife, just check in real quick. I think she's leaving soon, or she's on the road now. So let me just call her, say hey, make sure she's getting on the road all right, see what time she's expected to be home, and just stretch my legs, stretch my back. Make sure we're resting periodically. First, let me buy the meat, or I'll forget to buy the meat. Is it just on animal materials? I would imagine it is. Okay, so let's go. Let's get a bunch of this. Just cook it up, because apparently my champion likes to eat. He's a hungry boy. All right, guys, give me just a couple minutes. Let me go call the wife real fast, check in with her. What up? I was gonna say, where's my music? You guys trying to get me to starve to death? What the heck, man? You guys are rude. More bits. 30 bits. Chase Storin, stop. Look at my bits. They're overflowing. Oh, jeez, you guys. You guys are killing me. Not really. I love it. Thank you, Jay Storm. All right, so let's go out and cook some meat. We've got 60 meat. So let's do this real quick before it gets crazy. Oh, man. Guys, if you didn't know, Jay Storm is a fellow Crowfall streamer. Make sure you guys are giving him some support. Check him out from time to time. I think we had a couple, too, that were in here. Who was one earlier? Scroll up and figure out who they were. Who was it? I think Yum is a streamer. Jeffy, I think, is a streamer. So, guys, be sure to get out and support your fellow Crowfall streamers. Or if you're just a viewer, go view them, give them some love. It's just gonna, honestly, it's just gonna help grow the game, to be completely honest with you guys. The more people see people hanging out in streams, the more it's gonna help the growth of the game. And if you are a streamer, make sure you're doing a good job of presenting the game in a positive yet unbiased, honest opinion. That's what I would say. Don't be secretive, but at the same time, be fair and give it an unbiased evaluation. I'm Little, a very rare streamer, and I was thinking of buying it. How do you feel about it so far? Night Insomnia, first of all, welcome to the stream. And right on cue, you asked a great question, because I was just telling my fellow streamers how to give an unbiased, fair, honest opinion. So here's my opinion right now. It's in pre-alpha. It doesn't feel like a pre-alpha at all. It feels like, in these days and these times, this feels like a finished game in most aspects. The gathering and crafting, sometimes I want to say grafting and gathering for some reason. It's really in-depth and it's very rewarding. So if you like crafting and that sort of aspect of the game, I think you would enjoy this. As far as the skills go, the skill tree is going to passively work up. So what you do is you basically allot your time bank into certain areas of the skill tree, and then you're going to get a skill point once every 10 seconds. And so that way, when you're at work, or maybe you're sleeping, or maybe you're out mowing the yard, you're gaining skill points. You don't have to worry about being online to skill gain. Now, being online is obviously useful to craft and gather, but the skill tree is incredibly... That's really nice to have that. The one I like to use, I like what I see so far, and I'm excited for what the game will become. Yeah, this game's got a lot of potential. It really does. Approach as a tester, not a complete game. Yep, that's also a great point, too. At the end of the day, if you can afford $50 right now, it's not a bad investment to buy, because you're going to get more now than if you pay $50 later. Not going to lie, I love big skill trees. Well, let's have a look, shall we? Have you seen it, Night Insomnia? If not, let me know, and I'll pop that menu back open. In the meantime, I'm going to keep crafting some meat here, or cooking some meat. You typically cook it, not craft it. But yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, let me know. We'll go through it real fast. I'll share the basics, because 5.6 actually the skill tree is changing, just slightly. Yeah, the Frost Weaver is the most important thing that is missing right now. So what makes you say it's the most important, though? Why is that the most important thing missing, Free Freezer? Is that because it's a class you want to play, or is it just because we need another class? It crashes sometimes, can get lag. It's optimized some, but not completely, and can get lag, so it's important to run people. That's pre-alpha. No, not serious. I didn't think you were. Okay. But yeah, it is a pre-alpha, and you have to think of it as such still. I don't know. I haven't gotten into the casters in this game yet. Maybe I will eventually. That's kind of down the road, but Melee's kind of, I seem to enjoy Melee. Ranger's fun too, but Melee seems pretty fun. All right, let's get down to 40. We'll make 20 total, and then that way we can have some meat to last us for a bit, at least for the rest of the stream. Which we should be going for another hour, guys, so hopefully we'll see a release here shortly. Ranger is a beast to deal with if they are well played. No, I haven't actually, and the PvP and the whole siege thing is very cool. Yeah, and that's a neat aspect. The throne war aspect of the game is incredible. We'll go over the skill tree. Let me finish this last one, and I'll look at it. I can't wait to like really start diving into PvP. That's the next step I'm excited about. All right, so we're gonna take a look at the skill tree for Night Insomnia to kind of help them like see what this game's about. So as you can see, you've got 3 categories. You've got profession, you've got race, and you've got class. Okay, profession is going to be combat, crafting, exploration. As you can see here, this is the combat tree. Combat basics lead into armor, weapons. Weapons lead into leather, plate, mail. Knight, thank you so much for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Again, welcome in. Welcome to the Yoko TV. Weapons are going to go into melee ranged, just your standard stuff, which will lead to one-handed melee, two-handed melee, which is referred to as great melee in this game. One-handed range, two-handed range, aka great range. Crafting, very in-depth, okay? And I could go through each individual thing as to what it is, but for brevity's sake, I'm not going to. But you've got crafting basics, which is just the very entry-level stuff that actually lead into some of these minor trees. You have to get like 5 pips. Pips are what were called skill points in this game. So for example, when you come here, you can see these little bubbles. These are the pips. You have to get 5 pips into some of these skill trees to like unlock them. So right now, I need to go and do that. Like, let's see if I can get the blacksmith basic too. Yes, now I got blacksmithing and woodworking. I can work those 2 up in this tree over here. So I can come over here, and now they're unlocked. Hey, Corv Miss, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Yoko TV. Yeah, join Crowfall. Learn about pips and dubers. That's so true, Jeffy. That's absolutely true. All right, so that's kind of the basics of crafting, and then exploration is your gathering, so how you harvest your materials for crafting. Broken down into excavation, which command. What is that? I don't even know what this is. This is leadership stuff, isn't it? Okay, yeah. So leadership is just kind of a that's a whole nother ballgame. We're not going to dive into that right now. So you've got excavation, and you've got your reaping, which is wood specialization, and your animal specialization, which is your skinning, your ability to get meat, bone, blood, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm glad they did that, actually. I didn't like how it was like its little separate section on every tree. Then you've got race. You come down here, you've got 3 separate race lines as well. You've got mankind, which goes into human, Nethari, half-elf, half-giant. Sylvan, which is your wood elf, high elf, fae, and elkin. Your monster, which is centaur, minotaur, stoneborn, Ganetian. So that covers all, 12 races? Yeah, all 12 races are covered here. And then you've got two areas in which you can work in. So you can work in like Mankind and Sylvan, for example, at the same time. You don't have to just work in one. That's what you can see here, the primary track, secondary track. Which, by the way, there's no skill gain difference, is there? I haven't heard of such. The trees for further profession development is nice. Let's see, Rip, got to go on 2 slab leaks today. Thought I'd be home early. Revo, what do you do for a living, actually? Slab leaks sounds similar to what I'm going to do. But take it easy, Revo. Have a great day. Hopefully it's not too difficult. So what are the benefits of the race trees? They have certain aspects in them. I can't actually... Can I go in here and look? I don't think I can really see much. It all differs, but you're going to go into whatever race is your main character, right? At some point, it looked like they would make the secondary track slower in a UI mock-up. HVAC and plumbing. All right, Revo, take care, man. And thanks for hanging out today. Glad you could while you could. I'm in construction, so I'm in concrete. That's why I was curious. Let's see. I thought the second skill from Premium was supposed to generate pips at half speed at first. I don't know. I'll have to look into that more. So they basically improve your racial abilities in a way. Not specifically. So let's kind of look at this a little bit more. So for example, I'm going half giant, so I kind of know what they do. So when you get in here, I can actually get better stone masonry ability because I'm a half giant. And there are certain things that benefit crafting that only come from that specific race. Like, you get more ability to craft from that specific race. It's kind of, if you want to put it into perspective, it's like World of Warcraft, where you have dwarvens they get like an increased ability with treasure hunting. I'm trying to keep it relatable, because a lot of people played World of Warcraft, so it's easy to relate to that. Pretty sure you only get 3 total with non-VIP and 6 with VIP. I thought the only thing VIP was giving you was a higher threshold of skill point bank. Because if you ask me, then I think you make it pay to win if you do 3 total with non-VIP. I don't like that. Oh, so much broader than I expected. That's great. I've been hovering over the buy button the last few days. Well, Knight, I mean, again, I'm giving you my unbiased opinion. I like the game. I've played a lot of early access games. It's kind of something I've done over the past few years. A lot of. Which, are we getting hit right now? I feel like we're getting hit. It's something I've done a lot of the last few years. And so, this is by far one of the more advanced ones that I've played, for sure. That's what it was originally, but the changes they have done recently, it looks more like they're changing that. Yeah, I don't think having 6 for VIP and then only 3 for non-VIP, I don't like that, because like I said, it feels pay to win at that point. And you never want that, to be honest. I know I just went and did that, cats. I like doing it. I like living on the edge. So yeah, finally, the last thing we'll look at real quick to help Knight and show him the way is the skill tree with the classes. So with classes, you've got Fighter, Mage, Rogue. Fighter covers Knight, Templar, Champion, Myrmidon. Mage covers Confessor, Frostweaver, Cleric, Druid. Frostweaver is not currently in the game. And then lastly, you've got Ranger, Assassin, and Duelist. So, anyways. I wish they had a live version of the skill tree that we could kind of browse around in like a browser, but unfortunately they don't. Hopefully somebody will build some sort of skill builder eventually. Depends if you're going to focus on PvP, you won't really need to though. It would help with unlocking more races and classes. Still, I feel like it's pay to win. I think that's what you're going to hear. People are always going to complain about that. So my point is, you've got to make the payment option a way to make it convenient, such as raising the skill point ceiling. But you just have to make it to where the free-to-play has to work harder, or not work harder, but log in more frequently in order to keep up, because it then becomes like a job. You know, if you're going to be putting time in, I would just rather pay the $15 a month or whatever it is and get, you know, a higher skill ceiling so I don't have to, quote unquote, waste my time every day logging in. That's my point of it. And that's kind of where I was going with the whole feels like pay to win. Thanks for taking time, 5 to 7 minutes to go over that for me, dude. Really appreciate it. Knight, not a problem, man. Glad I could. And again, that's what we do here. We're very interactive centric, if you will. We just like kind of talking about things, and it helps me too, because sometimes I learn some things and it helps me to make sure my understanding is on point. If I can't explain it, then I don't understand it. So that's kind of my way of thinking. It's really frustrating that the new skill tree doesn't show the skill points required. You know, Jeffy, I thought the same thing. When I was going through and doing some testing, I literally just started putting pips into like skills I wouldn't use, because I wanted to see, okay, how much is that next tier going to cost me? So I agree with you 100% there. I wish they would change that feature, or I don't know if that's considered a feature, but I wish they would change that mechanic. Well, you will be able to buy skill experience. Really? You'll be able to buy skill from other players? What? Now that sounds OP, and I don't know. I think if that is regulated by a governed system, that's okay. Like, meaning it's like a, for one skill point it's 1 gold or something. Like, not saying it has to be like that, but hopefully that's mandated by like arts and crafts and not the players, because that would be really OP. You could just give away skill points to other people. Make them pay for it. To be honest, and PvP gear has a bigger impact, in my opinion, at least in the current meta, than the skills do. Okay. I don't have enough experience to kind of challenge that thought, but it's an interesting thought nonetheless. You can buy VIP from other players with in-game currency, I'm assuming. Jevy, it's part of the catch-up mechanic and helps people get rid of if they messed up. Will be in-game currency to buy it as well, I believe. What I meant by that was, if you're going to sell the skill points, don't let it be a player-driven economy, because it's not going to be... I don't feel like it's going to be fair. And when you're talking about that sort of thing, it just needs to be... I feel like that needs... If it's truly a catch-up mechanic, okay, I get it, I understand. Which, by the way, I'm not really using a whole lot of dominance with this build currently. I need to work on emptying that better. Noted. That's just so open to abuse, though. Players with multiple accounts will... Exactly, and that's what I was getting at, Jeffy. That's why I was saying that needs to be very... very mandated by arts and crafts. Like, the skill point needs to be a straight, you know, X amount of skill points cost X amount of gold. Not, again, player run and you make a trade to say, you give me 200 gold, I give you 200,000 skill points. Like, that's in no way even remotely close to being the same in time spent, you know? A better catch-up mechanic would be to make players start the late game, gain skill points faster. Well, sure, yeah, to your point, though, J-Storm, yeah, you can buy that stuff. Like, I get it. You can buy currency and stuff. And I like having to buy it that way versus somebody who wants to go just grind it out. I mean, you're making them kind of catch up in that manner. So then maybe you use something like ethereal dust to control something that you have to farm in game you can't buy from the store. Maybe you make that the currency for the actual skill points. They said you would be limited to the number of hours the game has been live for maximum skill training. That's not bad. So it's like, yeah, you can't get over the amount. That's actually a really good idea. There's been a lot of thought done behind that, and I think they're very clear on they don't want to be play to win, or pay to win rather, not play to win. If the game has only been out for a month, then they won't, yeah. And that's how it should be. You should be capped. Look at all them hills. You got any updates yet? I see Yum talking a lot in the Discord. Yum, what you finding out? You got anything for us? If Yum's still even around, I don't know. May not be. I like how fast the ultimate is worked up. I still need to find better ways to dump my dominance. I feel like that's one thing. No! I was pressing shift 1. Good luck, cats. So you can sell what you mess up and buy XP to fix, but will still only have that much time in. Why am I hungry again? Is my hunger supposed to be dropping this fast? I feel like I'm like bugged almost. It's nuts. May take cats a second. Man, that red pulsing is intense. All right, what's going on in the forums? Anything going on? Get him, cats! Get him! Kill him! You'll have to max out the tree yourself to sell XP you gain over the amount required to complete the tree. The XP sold can be only be spent in the tree it was originally earned in. So you can't earn it in the basic combat. Sell it to someone to put in the higher parts of the combat tree. Nice. I guess this is something they've openly discussed, like, with great depth. Has that been in some of the live segments, or is this like in articles you guys are reading? Cats is a beast, by the way. Just carrying me right now. I'm going hard in the paint over here. That's a really long cast, by the way. It's not your fault, obviously. It's my fault for being a noob. Invulnerable. Being res makes you invulnerable? That seems overpowered. Can you cast that in combat? I feel like these things just multiply. I feel like they just come out of nowhere and multiply. Oh my gosh. I need to do a better job of dodging damage. They seriously just multiply. It's unbelievable. Let's see. I think it was mentioned that I'm not 100% sure. You can, but it's a 15-second cast. Yeah, that's a long cast. I'd imagine you'd be pretty susceptible, and everybody would know what you were doing at that point. Let's see. Need to do your basic attacks to build up your heal faster. Will help too. I don't feel like that really affects my hatred much. I feel like the hatred is more on what people do to me. That's kind of my very basic knowledge of the class. But again, I can be really wrong on that. It's just kind of like how I've gotten a feel for the class so far. I'm trying to spend my whatchamacallit, my stacks of stuff. Wasn't bad. I was moving around a lot more, which made me a lot less susceptible to damage. But Cats was taking a ton that time too. Maybe why I wasn't taking as much. Yeah, I've been using my heal pretty frequently actually. Definitely made that a point to do. They charge away like right when I hit my whirling combo. It's annoying. pressing shift 1. Oh, I tunneled so hard there. Oh my gosh, I'm such a noob. I didn't see I got knocked down. I was just looking at my shift 1 ability. What an idiot! He's so bad at the game! Terrible gameplay! What an awful streamer! What the heck just happened? Hold to return to the temple? Is what? That's interesting. That's exactly my thoughts. I know it is, GG. I know it is, man. Not like this, Jay Storin. Thanks for the 19 bits, man. Like, okay, whoever's dropping the stuff in my jar really stinks at it because they missed like half of them. What the heck? What just happened though? Why did I release? That's alright, we can joke about it. We can joke about the fact that we stink. It's okay, guys. I really just wanted to show you guys the blue hue of the crow. That's really what it boiled down to. That's why I told you to fire them the other day. I got you. I think it's just because it's getting so full. I just wish that it would just drop in there and blow it up. That jar is huge! They're the worst bit dropper ever. That's so true. Pretty bad. Lordy. Good lordy. 220. Oh, man. Give me something, Crowfall. Come on. I need an update in my life. What's a telltale sign other than, like, the updater starting to work for them to drop a patch? What has it been in the past? From experience, what have you guys noticed? Like, does it preceded by an announcement, or it's just like, okay, hey, here's the patch. You'll get a notification the servers are going down, or just think it crashed. All right, so we're hoping. Well, I'm on test server, so it really doesn't matter. This probably won't go down. Maybe Twitter. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's the most effective way. That's why I'm asking. I was really hoping it'd drop last night. But then again, I probably would not have slept. Let's see what's going on in global, actually. That's a good point. I'll keep global up. Wait. Interesting. Sorry, just reading global to see if there's anything. There's not. 5.6 news and announcements. If you follow that forum when they post, you will get an email. Yeah, I've been getting an email a lot. I just got disconnected. I haven't gotten disconnected yet, but then again, I'm just running, so I don't know if it would really do anything. Hype? Patch hype? Can we? 5.6? Yes? No? Maybe? Can someone explain this game? I know there was some gripes about buying it on day one with 2 characters. Lets you power spike since you'll have 2 options or something. You would start rubber banding the disconnect. Yeah, you're probably right. Buying on day one with 2 characters lets you power spike since you'll have 2 options or something. You can buy 2 accounts that you can work together and work up different like complementary skill sets. But I don't know that it's going to like power spike you or anything. Yeah, the characters level on their own. That's correct. Yeah, so it's a time bank basically. You're not necessarily ahead. No, that's not accurate. You just become more like independent, I guess, because there's a lot of dependency upon other professions, like crafting professions. Are we calling it a profession? I guess we are. It is under profession. But no, you have to depend on other if you're a blacksmith, for example, you need other people's help. Like if you're, I'm gonna talk about what I know. If you're a leather worker, you need a blacksmith to make like metal rivets and stuff because you cannot make them. So even if you have 2 accounts, like that doesn't mean you're gonna be able to make everything with those 2 accounts right away. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to depend on each other. So yeah, now having 2 characters will afford you some more options and give you more of independence. But at the end of the day, it's not going to make you overpowered or anything. You have to depend on others in the game, and that's the beauty of it. Is you can't just be a. I call it. I kind of explain it like World of Warcraft when they had garrisons. It's not going to be like that where you don't ever have to depend on anybody else. You actually have to go out and physically interact with the world. And, yeah, do stuff like that. So, hope that helps. Welcome in, Fallen Bach. If you have any more questions, let me know. It's a great game. I've been playing it now for about 9 or 10 days. I really enjoy it, and I think it's got some good things to offer if it's kind of your cup of tea. And this game's PvP mainly, or it's a mix. It's a great mix, actually. PvP comes into play whenever you're out in the real world. Harvesting, capturing forts, which you need to craft in the campaign. So you have to PvP in order to get valuable territory and to have valuable resources, depending on if someone attacks you. So, like, if you're just a crafter and gatherer and have 0 points in combat, and you go out and start gathering rather. Then people can attack you and collect pretty much anything that's in your inventory over here. If they kill you, they get it. If you can't defend yourself, you're going to be an easy target. And so it comes into play tremendously. Enough PvE to keep me interested? Yeah, the crafting and gathering is super in-depth. So if you're big into that, there's a lot of that. I would definitely suggest looking into it if you like an advanced crafting system. You don't just put buttons into or put materials into a box and click craft. You actually have say in, like, do you put stuff in durability? Do you put stuff in damage? Do you put stuff in other attributes like critical hit modifier and stuff like that? So that's all a major part of the crafting system. And depending on how many experimentation points you have, will depend on how much you can actually get out of each particular subcategory. But yeah, there are a lot of people that are just strictly dedicated to crafting and gathering, and they do no more. Guys, I'm just running around. I was really hoping that your disconnect meant that I was about to get disconnected, but it doesn't appear to be the case. Hang on, let me switch back over to group. No wonder these are so hard. They're all rank 8 to 10. They're fun though. It's challenging. Yep, assuming you have the right mats and stuff. That's true, J-Storm. Have people bring it to you. Kill these Risen. The devs outright said crafting will be able. That's awesome. I mean, it's good. Yeah, and the good thing about disciplines too is like you can change the whole entire style of your build. You can be like there's a bard build. You know, there's just a lot of different customization options inside each class that you're not like locked into one tiny corner and that's all you can do. Like there's just little nuances that make you better in certain regards, and if you have a certain style you like to play, you can typically, in most cases, probably apply that style to the class you're playing. Now the base kit's going to stay the same. You're not going to be able to like do anything drastic and make like a warrior or a pistol user or anything crazy like that, but for the most part, you're going to have a lot of different options. Log in, craft what you're going to need. They bring you all the mats. You craft away, experiment, find the best. Mixtures to tailor to your making. Lots of experiences. Yep, that's exactly right. You can use your bows. Can you really? I didn't know that. Just can't use pistols. That was my. Pull his pistols, okay, Jeffy? I said pistols. I'm kidding. Just about the limit of ridiculous. Yeah. Well, and you don't want it to be crazy where like anything goes. Like you don't want a blank vessel and then all of a sudden you've got these vessels that are supposedly a knight, you know, being a rogue. Jeez, no reason to get pissed off. Pistol T. I'm so pissed right now. I'm pissed. So pissed. You can use bows on Champion 2 with Arcane Archer as well as Merm. That's cool. Oh, man. Come on, 5.6. 5.6 is going to drop at like 3:15. 15 minutes after I get off. Guaranteed. 100%. By the way, these blue crystals for the new players out there are indicative of mobs. So if you see these blue crystals, you're typically going to see Risen, spiders, or cats around them most of the time. Those are the main 3 mobs in the game. Spiders, boars, cats, Risen. I think that's it, right? I know they said they've got plans to add some more. Obviously, it's not going to be just very basic stuff all the time. In order to get a lot of the systems in the game, they haven't had a need to have like multiple mobs yet to implement new ideas. So I'm sure they're kind of waiting to develop and explore all that stuff until the time's right. I'm not getting my combo option on some of this stuff. Bow assassin, nice. Yeah, I know they've definitely got plans to introduce more than just that. Alright. We're going to have 4 here. Careful. This is going to be fun. I don't know what level these guys are, but... YOLO! Big damage, big damage, big damage, big damage. I canceled it. I'm a noob. I'm a noob. I'm a noob. I wish you could hit more than one with like one of those giant hacks. Like that would be so sick. Like if people were bunched up, you could just own them with one hack. Maybe a little overpowered though. All right, let's not cancel this time, John. I think these guys are lower level. Sorry, guys. I still forget my mic's on that side sometimes. I thought about actually bringing it over the top and like, but it's not a boom stand. It's like a regular mic stand, just to get it out of my way. But I don't think I really do it with what I've got, the equipment I've got now. Faye Bow Assassin. Yeah, you're definitely just another iteration of Griven. I'm feeling right now, Jeffy. Griffin, that's all he does is troll me about playing FaZe. Like, literally, that's all he does. The whole time, everywhere. Griffin, go play a Griffin, or go play a Faye. Go play a Faye. Okay, Griffin, I got you. That's all he does. It's so funny. Whoa. Dizziness. How did that hit me? I didn't even see him charge up. A bow assassin. Pretty soon it'll be go play a Stoneborn. Yeah, I saw. Weren't they working on some of the armor for him? I think it's just because people want to see the face since it's new. Yeah, it's all. I mean, it's flavor of the moment, right? So that's pretty standard. I see a blue crystal way over there. So as a team play or co-op PvE. Can you group to fight better mobs? Yeah, that's what me and Cats are doing right now. If you look under my name in the top left, look under Dioko, Catswise, who's also in chat here viewing the stream. Hi, Cats. We've been running around for like the last hour and a half, just killing stuff. So yeah, it's definitely in the game. As far as PvP goes, groups of 6 is what you're capped at. Orc, it is not just yet. This is the waiting room. We're waiting for it. How big is the map? Well, the map is going to get bigger. So currently they're only running like 1 map per campaign, but they're going to actually have connected like parcels is what they call them, or maps or whatever. So it's going to be a lot bigger than what it currently is. I'm sure it'll be live later. Why would it be live when I stream, you know? You know what I mean? Ooh, 1100? That's really good damage. This is actually really good world. That's because I'm getting beamed. Beam me up, Scotty. Map clusters connected by rune gates. Yep. That sounds like what I've heard. Hurley Bird did not get the worm. I definitely did not get the worm. That's alright. I'll be out at dinner and not able to start my time bank. Not that it matters. I mean, 1 hour is not going to kill me. Or it might. I don't know. Just left mouse button that one down. Guys, again, if you're new here, thanks so much for hanging out today. This is kind of a unique time for us to stream. We don't typically stream on Fridays. I may start mixing it in, though, as I'm able to. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for being here today. If you have followed the stream, thank you guys for the support. But we typically stream Saturday, Sunday mornings, Tuesday, Thursday evenings. The schedule is always listed below the stream player on the left side. So if you just want to drop in and see when I'm streaming, that's the best place to do it. So yeah, our next stream will be tomorrow morning between 7:30 a.m. and roughly 10:30 a.m. is when we go Eastern time. J-Storm with 11 more bits. Thanks so much, man. This be Dioko after 5.6 goes live. Yeah, for sure. I'm out. I'm hungry again. Shocker. Man, I made 20 food. I don't know if that's going to last me or not. But if you're new here and you're lurking, drop a hey in chat. Would love to just talk to you, welcome you in, and hopefully kind of just get to know you a bit. We tend to try to figure out more about people who watch the stream and just hang out and are contributing members. I don't want this to be about me. I want this to be about we. That's what's important to me. Meat fills up a random amount so it can last a while. Well, it's the fact that I keep getting hungry after only losing like 2.5 chicken. Incredible Hulk. What up, Da? Saw you like the lesser of the 2 UTs. Hook 'em. Hey, You think you're the real UT, huh? Think you're the real... What's up, Demon Soul? Did you KS this? KS. Help me with that. Help me with your definition of KS. Kickstart. Oh, okay. No, I did not. I literally just got it. I am 10 days in currently, and loving the ever-loving heck out of it. Quite frankly, I didn't know about it, and I was researching because the other game we were playing at the time, Legends of Aria, was not going very well, for lack of a better explanation. So I was looking for this, saw the art style, loved it, started looking more into it, said, you know what? Seems like my kind of game. Bought it. I'm about to sneeze, so give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Bought it, started playing it, fell in love with it, fell in love with the community that's around it. You guys have been incredibly supportive. So yeah, I am, after getting to like learn a little bit more about it, the people on the team have worked on several games that I have enjoyed. The experience on this team is incredible. And I feel like it's in great hands. I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like it's in just, the sky's the limit, if you want to ask, like, personally. LA doing anything as of late? Not really. Not anything worthwhile and meaningful, to be honest. I don't know. They did a patch, I think, either yesterday or today, but it wasn't much. I don't have enough rage. It's the first time I've really been out of rage. I guess if I hit that, I become invulnerable. I don't have to worry about dodging attacks. Now he just loves my bits. He is hooked on my bits. I am. It's like, you got any more than bits? You know? You get rage for the hill too? Yeah, I don't know the little intricacies like that on this kit yet, but I'll get it. I'll get it. We're good. All right, so Orc Luck, back to your question. Saw what you were talking about a minute ago. What part of the game are you most familiar with and can talk about? Like, are you big into PvP or are you crafter? What gets you hooked? Great question. First of all, I've really kind of toyed around with the very basics of every class. So to say I'm like in-depth knowledgeable about anything as far as the combat system goes is not accurate. I would just say, like, the basics take time. There's a lot to this game. It's not a game you're going to pick up within like 2 days. You're going to literally have to play your tail off to kind of learn about what's going on in this game. Now, I will say this. I have made leaps and bounds in 10 days, I feel like, with the help of a lot of very generous people with their time, to kind of help me do some crafting with some material that they've given me or giving me tips on stream. So I've learned a lot that way. I've tried to pass that information along to you guys, the viewers, via some instructional videos on my YouTube. I've got like a starter guide, and then I break the starter guide down into like basic gathering and crafting, the basic guide to collecting ethereal dust, and then lastly, just like the basic skinning guide. So that way you guys are kind of equipped with a little bit of everything. As far as learning the combat system and stuff, that's going to be more of, hey, let me get in the game, let me see what caters to my playstyle, then let me go out and find exactly how I need to equip that class for what I like. So for example, disciplines in this game actually can change how you play your character. So I've got a couple of disciplines currently that I'm working with, and I don't want to dive into them because if you don't play the game currently, you're not really going to know what I'm talking about. But they just kind of change the makeup and what buttons you press, what abilities you use. So that's where I'm kind of leading it right now and kind of going into more, okay, I'm sticking with Champion for 5.6. Now it's a matter of, let's really kind of dive into Champion. Let's see how each of these disciplines affect the certain nuances of the build. And let's figure out what works for me. Let's figure out what's kind of, quote-unquote, the most broken and see how it goes. 5 more bits. 5 more bits. I'm literally... I just keep seeing the Dave Chappelle meme. You guys got any more than bits? A 15-minute window, and it's 3 o'clock. It's almost 3 o'clock. Ah! I'm so frustrated. No! Missed all of them, so fired. And they were the doggy ones, too. Aw. That's all right. Well, at least we'll have time to start the time banks. We may just try to load it up for a few minutes. I can maybe play for a couple minutes after 3. That's about it, though. 15-minute window means that they're going to drop the patch in the next 15 minutes. Where did we see that? Patch in 15 minutes, small window of maintenance after the patch, then back up. Jackal announced a 15-minute window to then drop, then 15-20 minutes maintenance for them to log in and kick it before letting us in. Alright, so 15-minute window. But it looks like there's another 15 to 20 minutes after that to do some maintenance on the server, so I'm not sure. Do you get 5.6 tomorrow? No, I'll get 5.6 when I get back home. I'll be around long enough to like start my skills, and I'll start my champion probably once I gotta pick my son up from daycare and go to the post office, and then after that I'm back home. But I'm going to dinner at like 5:30, so I'm not gonna turn the stream back on. Guys, the next stream will be tomorrow morning. And guys, thank you so much again for hanging out today. This has actually been I was telling my wife on the phone earlier. She was like, "How's the stream going?" I was like, "Well, honestly, it's actually going a lot better than I expected, considering it was random." I wasn't even sure if I was going to stream yesterday when I logged off, and then I was like, you know what? I've got free time. Let's just throw it up, see what happens. And you guys have definitely made it worthwhile, as you always do. So thank you guys for the support. So I think we will try to do this more in the future. I work next Friday. I may try to slip in a Monday morning stream if I can, kind of like our Saturday and Sunday mornings. But I'm not going to push the envelope on that just yet. So don't kind of hold me to that. Glad to have you stream the game. I'm just glad to be here, man. Jay Storm, you at work, man? I feel like you typically play at night, so I feel like you're at work. Nope, you're not at work. Okay. By the way, huge shout out to Cats for just running with me today in game. Kind of being like a little pocket healer and a res bot, so to speak. Even though Cats has been much more than either of those. Been very helpful. So Cats, thank you so much. Give Cats some love in chat, guys. Yeah, we saw that top. We just mentioned that a second ago. Blitznit, what's up? Good to see you, man. Less than 3. Yep, less than 3 goes to Cats, because Cats is the bomb.com for just hooking us up today with some heals, some fat druid heals. I can't use it yet. Hey. Let's kill the one that's low on health, John. Let's do that one. That probably makes the most sense. Patiently waiting. Right, Blitz? I know. I'm with you, man. I'm pumped. I'm excited for you guys, too, because I know a lot of people who have been around this game and may have kickstarted this game. You guys have literally been waiting for this for a bit, so... Top Giza, thanks so much for the 100 bits, and you're welcome. You don't have to thank me. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for making it a fun stream. We got about 12 minutes left, guys, until we're going to shut it down. So, unfortunately, we didn't quite hit 5.6 in the window. But that's okay. That's okay. There's going to be another streamer that's going to pop on here in a little bit, and you guys are going to go give them your utmost love and respect, or you're going to hop in 5.6 and play. I would highly encourage you guys to, if there's a streamer that's going to play and stream this afternoon, you guys would just throw it up on the second monitor and just kind of help grow the community, because there's going to be a lot of attention around the game in 5.6. So what we need is a lot of people viewing Twitch streams. Even if you're not actively watching it, have one open, and you never know how that's actually going to help the growth of this game, okay? So I always try to tell people within the community, like, support the streamers, because that's literally like the first line of marketing nowadays. It's like, oh, hey, Crowfall looks like kind of a cool game on paper. Let's go check it out on Twitch and see if I'll like it. So, again, support, have fun with it, get to know some people that you don't know, and just branch out, you know? It'd be fun. I have a feeling with the next couple of patches, the interest is really going to pop. It is. It is. And you know, I'm hoping that we can help kind of grow that interest too. All of us. It's going to take a community effort, concerted effort by each and every one of us in here to just kind of talk about 5.6 and the future patches and be present on streams, make streams fun and entertaining for all those viewing and streaming. Not just me. I'm not saying this for me. I'm saying this as a whole. It's a great opportunity here, is all I'm saying. Okay? So let's have fun with it. And let's break the mold with this game. This game is a mold breaker, and I think it's got a lot of good things going for it. Try to stop by every Crowfall streamer. Twitch, several of us do. Yep, and I've noticed that. I've noticed that about when I stream, and you know, I noticed that too when I go to other streams. You know, I've dropped in on Skokie. I've hung out with JStorm for a bit. And I kind of went over this. People ask me like, well, you know, do you host people? And here's why I say I don't currently is because a lot of people come to the stream and they check it out with their kids. I'm not saying everybody has to have this mentality, but I like to have a kind of a family friendly stream because I want people to be able to turn it on and have their you know, 5-year-old watch. And so the other day I hosted somebody from LOA. It wasn't anybody in Crowfall. And like they were F this, F that, and I was like, I don't want to be broadcasting that because what if one of those people drop into my stream to check and see if I'm online and they walk away for a second, let it load up, and then all of a sudden this guy's dropping F-bombs with their 3-year-old right there. So I gotta be careful with that because again, that is something I take pride in, knowing that this is a clean stream. And I don't want that to be broadcasted openly towards people who appreciate that quality. Does that make sense? I don't think. Well, but not everybody clicks that button though. So while that's true, not everybody clicks that button to say, you know, this is intended for mature audiences only. Because what I was using it as was a tool to help streamers kind of grow. And I was doing it for several weeks until that one kind of like made me rethink it. So what I'm going to do instead is we're going to physically raid somebody and say, hey, we're going to put a link in chat. Click on that one. Go there. We're going to do it the good old-fashioned way. All right? That's how we're going to do it. Okay? So if there's somebody streaming Crowfall right now, other than me, let's figure out who that is, and let's start getting ready to raid them. We've got about 5 to 10 more minutes left before we do that. If you're not paying attention, I think it auto passes you to another channel. What do you mean? If I'm not paying attention? If they don't, they can get in trouble. I didn't know that. You can make a shout out command for streamers as well in your bot. Yeah, we can do that too. When you're watching a stream and it ends and they host. Okay. See, I don't have anybody in the auto hosting queue currently. I know people may disagree with that, like that thought process, but that's just kind of how I feel about it. I don't want people to get offended by it. I just want people to understand why. It's like, man, that Dioko guy never hosts anybody. Though I haven't seen any mods. Looks around. They're here. Hook's here. Hayes is probably working. We do have quite a few moderators though. And I'm so actively involved in chat that I can always do things on the fly. So, hey, imagine that, guys. I'm hungry again. JStorm, you streaming tonight? You ought to turn it on soon, man. Get it cranked up. Be the guy. Be the guy. What's up, Kellen Art? Welcome in. I'm really liking this champion class, man. It's pretty fun. Yeah, 9 p.m. Okay. Kids are getting home from school soon. I got you. Who's going to be the guy? Who's going to be the guy to go turn on their stream right now and carry this torch into 5.6 for me? All right. I've hosted the waiting room. It's your turn to take the keg, take the crowd, take the spotlight, and run with it. Who's doing it? Who's it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? I want to know. I really do. I want to know right now who's gonna take the torch. 5.6 should be live here in just a couple minutes. They gave a 15-minute window just a few minutes ago. Well, if it goes down, it won't be up for 20 minutes. Won't be very interesting. No, but you know, you're gonna be the guy that I'm gonna pass the torch to say, hey, let's go. I do it, but it's hot and I've only got fans to run, so it would be a hot mess. I mean, giggity. What's wrong with a little hot mess? You don't like a little hot mess in your life? That O face though. Ugh, that's great. Then my wife wakes up and I get busted. Yeah, you can't do that. Happy wife, happy life, guys. No truer words have been spoken. I do plan on spending a little on my setup to start streaming Crowfall eventually. Kalinar, let me know if you've got any questions about that. I've got some great options for you to kind of help get you started. You don't need thousands of dollars worth of equipment. I don't have thousands of dollars worth of equipment. Granted, I don't have the highest caliber of, you know, production value, but I think it's good enough to get started. But yeah, I'd be more than happy to kind of shed some information and some just some knowledge, really, just kind of help you understand what's what it takes. It doesn't take much, believe it or not. It really doesn't. I think my audio setup is, I mean, on the high side, I'd say $115. So really, it's not that bad. Dude, I got started streaming. If you all want a face cam, you can get a decent camera for like 50, 80 bucks. Look at all these risen. We're about to die. 100% we're about to die. Let's go out with a bang, cats. Let's do it. Let's go out with a bang. We can do it. All right, we can win this. We can win this fight. I know we can. We're going to. It doesn't. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Period. I should hit Moralizing Shout there. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We're beasts. We are beast cats. Let's go. Pump your AO. Yep, you can do it. We did it, guys. We did it. That was too easy. Cats, we're just... Me and Cats are the best dynamic duo on the test server right now. Ain't nobody better. I can't hit this guy. He's bugged. Only thing is, if you want a crow circle, you need to host Crowfall streamers so many times a month. All right, what time is it? It is 2:58. That's perfect. All right, we're gonna recall out of this joint whenever we kill this guy. All right, he was a little bugged. All right. All right, guys, that is going to do it. Hopefully, we have given you guys a little bit of entertainment for the waiting room for 5.6, so you had something to do rather than just keep hitting refresh on the browser. So yeah, Yum. It's gonna unfortunately be after my window. I figured it would be. That's okay. I had a good time with you guys this morning. It was really fun. It was, Cats. Thanks again for hanging out. Appreciate it, and kudos to you for just chilling. So, So yeah, anyways, guys. I hope you guys enjoy 5.6 today. Make sure you get those skill trees started. Ooh, family friendly? Not sure I can manage that. I tend to curse a bit. Being a cook and bartending all these years, I don't care if you guys curse in game or in chat. That doesn't bother me. I'm just not going to read it like that. You know what I mean? It's important to me. That's all. So, because oftentimes my son is sitting right over here, running around. You know, yes, I've said curse words before, guys. I do often, but I don't want to. I don't want people who have kids because it's an older demographic. A lot of people with kids watch. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for making the start of my Friday fantastic. I hope it was a good start for yours as well, or an end, depending on where you are in the world. 5.6 is coming out soon. Make sure you guys get started in those skill points. And we will catch you tomorrow morning. 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time is going to be our next stream. Check the schedule below to see when that time is for you if you're not in the Eastern Time Zone. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a great Friday. If I don't see you tomorrow, have a great weekend. And hopefully we'll catch you either next week or Sunday morning. All right, take care, guys.